romance, not erotica. This is different. This is Jane Eyre. This is not 50 Shades.
So Quack comes over the radios and says, Glitch, I haven't heard from you in a while. What have you guys been up to today?
Well, it's funny you should call again, Quack, because once again I was just updating my journal. I'll read it for you. Stardate 950X37-7%. The world around me seems so clouded and dreary. The very act of plotting through this day was a soul-draining effort. Let me be brief. After our fight with the Hound, Marge questioned Jarlaxle, who didn't remember anything after his mind was possessed by Mystra. Jarlaxle returned to his tower. More Queensguard arrived, but so did Sean, and he bought us time to escape. We tried to return to the Anvil's Ring by the way we came, but Rolf and his counterpart began arguing and pushed buttons that sent them somewhere. We weren't able to open the gate. Stranded as we were, we decided to track Flick. Upon moving through the square, we noticed that the dwarves were using advanced medical technology that they should not be using yet. As we were leaving the military district on our search, Lamal's mech control device activated as if his mech were deployed nearby. Strange things are happening in Falkirk indeed, but I'm afraid this is only the beginning. We snuck through the mining district and avoided all patrols, thanks to Vixian's cunning. That's when we arrived at the Foundry District. An insidious fog haunts the place. We could see things beckoning us to the fog. What devilry. Stick shaker behind this. I know it. May the rogues' staves and wands be fuel for the fire we burn them on! Strike that last part. I need to adjust my medication. We discovered it harbored undead, and we made haste to leave. None of us were in the mood for a fight. We found another mysterious stone pillar, this one light blue/white color that reacted to ice magic. It is surrounded by lava. We found a derelict gate station and opened the gate and took the key with us. As we now arrived in the Tinker District, my mech control device activated in the same way Omal's did. We're very near the Construction District, which is of interest to Delaris and Malazire. Feeling worn out, we decided to hunker down for a rest on a rooftop. And you're up to speed now, Quack. That's all I've got.
Oh, thank you. Where do you plan on going next?
Cowboy Town.
We'll have to get back to you on that one, Quack.
Let me know as soon as you know. I would appreciate it.
Babies are dumb.
Vixen, are you feeling okay? You've been really quiet lately, the last few minutes.
On for Boston, guys. Boston. We just need to have wicked awesome. We just need to have Mark Wahlberg.
Let's just get a Carl soundboard. Just hit
Alright, why don't we? Do you think we could call up Mark Wahlberg and see if he would remote in for this game?
Perfect.
Alright, so you guys started on the rooftop. You had essentially decided on doing a long rest. In D&D, there's two different rest types. You can take a short rest that lasts for an hour and allows you to get some health back. But a lot of spells and abilities usually say only after a long rest do you get them back. And so a long rest is a full 8 hours of sleep. So after running wild, they decided to climb up on this building and take a long rest in hopes of getting their health and spells back. And that's what they're attempting to do now. And Delaris had volunteered for the first shift watch. And Glitch, were you staying up with him?
Yeah, I was planning on staying up and helping him. But there was something I was wanting to do before we get to the watch.
Oh, Ball's already asleep.
I'm all going to sleep for 3 hours.
I wasn't even awake last session. It was advanced.
Here's Flick, the guy they're chasing after. He's a very tall barbarian magician. So he has no magic per se because nobody from the northern wastelands can do magic and are very resistant to magic. So he's kind of like a shaman, and so he performs magic tricks to kind of wow his barbarians into thinking he's magical. So that's why he's got the bunny hands and the top hats, because he performs magic tricks. But he's a barbarian rogue, so he's more apt to stick a knife in your gut than...
So, Delaris, I know you've helped me before doing this, but would you mind helping me make some more runes?
Of course.
Alright. So, what was the check on that again?
You'll need to make a religion check, Glitch, and you'll need to make an arcana check, Glitch.
I'm not horrible at it. I'm not good at it either.
So,
Rousing start.
Modified 20.
Oh. 5.
how many spells were you supposed to get from your level up?
Like, it's 2 per level, I think, so.
So you'd get 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll give you both of them since you got the 20. So, since originally the tech users, they hated magic. They couldn't even use a magical item without it being seen as treason and the person executed on the spot. And so eventually they found this other group that was inscribing holy runes on things to give it magical effects, and that's kind of what Glitch has started doing. Is he's a cleric / wizard by inscribing runes on his things to cast odd, weird spells.
Yeah.
Glitch is also the only one from the original party.
So rather than, because when you level up, you just get spells. So rather than him just being like, oh cool, I know new spells now, he has to learn the runes to do them. And with Delaris having a background in magic, they kind of help each other to see if he, because if he had rolled poorly, I would have been like, well, you learned one of your 2 spells.
I did roll poorly.
But he rolled well enough that it counterbalanced.
Good.
It's
It
basically
worked
like
out well.
rolling with advantage.
Oh yeah, good. Good.
So how has a mob been learning spells? I just do that.
Well, you're doing like monk techniques,
That's
like
true,
weird
okay.
stuff, and you're born
Weird
from
stuff.
radiation.
Yeah.
So, and so at first, like we were explaining, if they actually did have spells, it was from tech. So like instead of shooting a fireball, you would have like basically a flame pack with fuel that was causing the fire, or like lightning, you had a battery pack that was charging the lightning. And so that was kind of my rule, is if you want to cast a spell, you have to explain it using tech terms. But we've moved away from that now that we have a bird that actually casts magic, a dragon that actually casts magic,
Turtle.
a turtle. Well, he's from the Empire. He has not done
Yeah,
any,
that's true.
other than using a magical dagger.
While sleeping, he can and he's wearing a hat now.
The most magnificent beard you've ever seen.
I kind of like to see that as he's basically hypnotizing everybody around him with his twirly finger moves, his monk moves that he's learned. And so everybody is
Roll
hypnotized
into
into
shade.
thinking he's wearing that hat.
It's very
Classic
convincing.
misdirection. Look over here. Look over here. Look over here.
Oh no, that being a cantrip is the worst thing they could have written in. Because I can cast it all I want.
So, alright, so let's see. And that's the other way that spells work, is you have cantrips that you can cast as many times as you want. If it says cantrip, you can just be like, bap, 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 and just cast it repeatedly. But if it's a level 1, 2, or 3, or so on, if it has an actual level, then you have to use what's called a spell slot. And you have, on your character sheet, it'll tell you have so many level 1 slots, so many level 2 slots. And every time you use one, you have to mark it off. And so if you run out of level 1 slots, you can't cast any more level 1 spells until the next day.
Whenever you take a long rest.
Or I think wizards have the ability, when they take a short rest, they can get 1 back.
Or, well, it depends on, you can take so many up to a certain level. It's like half your wizard level, I think. So you can, like, if half your wizard level is 4, you can take as many spells as you want, as long as it adds up to a level 4.
So I think you've got a tab for spells, and it'll tell you next to. So So those are all cantrips. You can cast those. Anything on here you can cast as many times as you want. Right here, see how it's got the boxes?
Yeah.
So you have Burning Hands and Magic Missile. If you say, hey, I'm casting Magic Missiles at level 1,
You
then
have
you
to
click the
touch
box to mark it off.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of spells will say, this is the base level required, but you can cast it at a higher level to do more damage. And so it'll say for every level over, like level 1, you add an extra d6 or d4 or whatever. So, but again, I mean, anything you want to do, you just say, I want to do this. And we'll help you with what you need to roll.
Yeah.
We're throwing a lot at you, but you don't need to remember any of this. You just need to make up cool stuff to do.
I've only been playing for a few games, so I'm still very
This is the
new.
first time I ever played it.
She still doesn't.
I still have no idea what to do. That's exactly right.
She just flies around.
I just fly and heal people from tops of buildings.
She broke my game when she just the first game she said, I'm just gonna fly. And I'm like, you can do that? And then I looked at it, yes, she's a bird and she can fly. So she just flew up into the air. It's like,
And then completely derailed the fight with the hound, technically.
these walls are infinite height. You can't fly over them.
I did also just find out that I have a guidance cantrip.
Guidance, yeah,
I got
everybody.
that too.
I didn't realize I had that.
Guidance is the worst.
I love guidance.
It's the worst.
All right. So, but that's a touch spell, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
have to physically touch them.
But I can fly.
Right. But if so something's happening that second, and you're, 100 yards away. You can't just say I give them guidance. You have to be right next to them.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure to keep track of that. You can't just like hawk a loogie and like spit guidance on them. Unless you roll really well. Maybe I'll give you a dexterity check to see if you can hit them with your spit.
Alright.
You tried to set a
Oh
rule and
my
then you
God.
realized it'd be kind of funny and you had to.
We're off the rails, guys.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Don't ever think anything you're doing is too stupid or too silly because these guys will come up with the
Yeah.
oddest things.
We led a
especially.
gnome revolution in one town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose up an army of gnomes. It was great.
And then they also threw a gnome through a second story window to break into a house.
On the second try.
On the second try. The first time he smacked the wall and hit the ground and almost died.
Oh my god, that was great. I forgot about that.
Thank you for joining in to the best of Mechas and Dragons.
That almost
This is
kept the
the-
gnome in his shell
I did.
Yeah.
until he died.
This is the flashback episode. All right.
All right, so everybody else is settling down for a long rest. You're rolling out your cots, getting comfy. Delaris and Glitch are on watch.
First watch. Yeah.
It's late at night. They're in the Tinker District, so this is basically filled with gnomes and dwarves where they just build stuff, any kind of cool stuff they can come up with. And they've noticed that there's just tech from all over the world. There's just pieces of it everywhere, and they're not supposed to have any of this empire tech. But they've just, I mean, you can tell they've been to battlefields and just salvaged whatever pieces of mechs and ships that they can find, and they're everywhere. And they came in late at night. All the other places they'd gone through had basically shut down for the night, and they get here and everybody's still working like mad. And one of the gnomes admitted to them that the king gives them all essentially crack and cocaine and stuff like that to take because they start just popping pills. And he's like, we stay up all night! So it's still alive with activity. So that's where we start. You guys are getting ready for bed. Everybody's laying down. Delaris, Glitch, hanging out up there.
So, Polaris, we're near the construction district, and that's where that other Dragonborn was seen, right?
That's what I've been told. However, I can't confirm that.
What do you think another Dragonborn's doing here? Is he looking for the dragons you're looking for?
It's very doubtful because I was sent on a covert mission to find out what happened to all the elder dragons.
These dragons must be something special then.
Yes, they're the leaders of our individual clans where I come from. They have been disappearing one by one. And I was sent by the ruler dragons with a team of soldiers to find out what was going on. and bring those who are causing this a quick demise.
And you would know from the future that there are no dragons left.
Ooh.
So there's also 2 generations of tech users. There's the group that jumped through, and it's only been 20 years. So like any of the younger people that jumped through, they're just 20 years older and they're still around, which is glitch. And then there's the second generation, people of tech users that were born once they jumped through that have never known the future. But so glitch is one of the original generations. So he grew up in the 3,000 years in the future. So he knows what's going on there, plus what's going on here.
Well, I hope we can aid you in your effort.
At this point, you hear a little gnomish voice chime in and say, "Hey, what are you guys doing up there?"
Goo, goo, goo. No offense, Bowser. No offense.
Listen,
like
I don't care, but the construction crew dropped off this box, and I need somebody big to move this. They walked off with their construction mechs. They didn't even help push it in. I'll throw some silver at you guys if one of you big fellas want to come down here and help me push it in. And then I won't tell anybody. I promise. I just need some help.
All right, I'll assist you this one time, but then leave us.
You gonna intimidate him?
It's always about silver.
You gonna intimidate him?
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna
He's
Hop
too
down.
tired.
go straight doing it.
I'll
All
keep
right, mate.
watch while you help with that.
Make an athletics
Call-
check to see how well you get down.
Athletics check.
Call us on the comms if anything happens. Oh, wait.
Comms.
What's that?
That's a modified 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you climb down like
Use this dice.
some circus freak. Those are they're digging in the rocks.
What are their names?
What are my kids
Sunny
breaking?
and salty. Yeah, what are your kids? All right, so Delaris runs up to the edge and just basically leaps off and lands, does a 3-point landing next to this gnome and looks up at him. And he's pretty awestruck. He's pretty amazed. I'm gonna roll for being amazed. Yep, he's amazed. All right, you're good.
It's also like dwarf-sized buildings.
Yeah, so these are like snubby buildings. So they're like 6 foot tall because they're all made for dwarfs and gnomes.
Oh, we can't even walk around.
Yeah, me and Omar
Yeah,
can't get in there.
you're taller
Just
than
like
the building.
hanging out.
So
So he just tiptoes off the edge of it.
So there's a giant wooden box that's probably about 4.5 foot tall by 4.5 foot wide, and it weighs a good couple 100 pounds. So if you want to help him shove it in it, you can make a strength check.
Yeah, I'll try to slide it in. The
in the 6 foot tall building.
yeah, in the building. Ooh, that's a natural 1.
So
Oh no.
Delaris, Butch, are you doing anything while he's pushing this in? Are you gonna make any phone calls or anything?
You know, I might send a message. Hold on. You can keep going. With
All right. So
Delaris
as you're
tries to-
thinking this over, you hear and you look down and you see Delaris just putting his shoulder into this thing, and he's just slipping on something running down the street. It's kind of wet. You kind of remember the olden days of the medieval days when the people just throw their chamber pots out the window, and it's just running down the drains on the side of the street, and you're having trouble.
Slipping in
The
poo.
gnome looks at you rather apprehensively. You don't look very strong for your size, buddy. He gives it a shove and pushes it a couple inches. You want to give it a go again?
I suppose. Let me wipe off my feet.
Got any toilet paper?
Put some sandpaper down. Scuff it up, the usual. Okay, that's much better. That is athletics? No, strength.
Strength.
That's 14.
All right. So, let's see if we get. Yeah, he's been rolling well. This little gnome is putting you to shame. He puts his shoulder in. You start to push it, and it's barely sliding. He runs up and puts his shoulder into it, and finally it just goes into the building.
Omal, for unrelated reasons, laughs in his sleep.
He cocks an eyebrow at you and says, "Well, I did most of the work, but I'll still give you the silver I promised." So he hands you 20 silver.
All right. 20 silver it is.
Definitely just gave the baby to the 7-year-old and was like, "Here you go."
Good. If you decided on anything.
Yeah. I will, Glitch is going to message Flick. I'll say, "This is Glitch. Saw your fight at the square. Tried to catch up, but ran into trouble in Tinker District." That's it.
Love glitch.
So the way message works is you get 25 words. Is that what it is?
25 words.
You get 25 words to send a message to somebody. Anybody that you can think of, or if somebody described them to you, or anything like that, you can send up to 25 words to them. And so that's why you have to plan out your words carefully, because if you get to 25, then it just cuts off, and that's all they hear. But then they can also respond to you in 25 words. So you just kind of have to hope that they understand how it works, and they don't just start talking and rambling on and then get cut off as well. It's kind of like that person that drops a call and they just keep talking, not realizing that the call's been dropped.
All the time.
Yep.
All right, so you hear Flick's gruff voice kind of come back to you after a few seconds, and he says, "Riddle me this, Dr. Man. How many keys did it take to open gate? And how many Flicks do you think there are? Maybe I split myself in two like silly Doctor does in his mind." And then it ends.
Okay. Well, Glitch is much less worried about Flick now.
Much less, because now you know he's trapped in the other district.
Oh, I thought it sounded like he had help. Oh, I get what you're saying. He's stuck in there.
Oh wait, did we leave him with
We
the
did.
keys?
Apparently
Well,
we
I
did.
thought our oh.
Just on a roof somewhere.
Oh man, just hanging out in the fog. Oh god.
Him and his best mates in there.
That's right. We tracked him to there. I thought you were saying he's yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go see.
Nobody's done a tracking, because Emma's character has the ability to track a person within 1,000 foot. And since they got into the Tinker District, not a single person has looked to track Flick.
I'm sleeping.
Right now.
Yeah.
Flick's back in the
So,
fog.
Delaris,
He's fine.
you hear a voice from over your shoulder. So you're down here with nobody, and you hear a voice, and it goes, "Delaris, muchacho, what are you doing here?"
You can visibly feel Delaris roll his eyes.
And as you turn around, you see Rolf, the gate guard, and he's in one of the shops, and he's sitting at a table working on something. But the shop has like a counter, like a bar in front of it, and you can't see what he's working on, and he's just going down. He's like, "Oh, hey, Delaris! Welcome for a drink!" And at that, you see somebody sitting at that counter at a bar stool, and they turn and look, and it's Sean, the gate guard, the gate captain, and he goes, "Delaris, we keep running into each other. Care for that talk that we're supposed to have? I got a lot to discuss with you guys."
Can't take these two characters seriously. Yes, I walk over to the bar and sit
None of us have
down.
Any ideas is happening?
On,
He had to have comms.
actually, you know what? I yell to Glitch, "Doctor, I'm going to have a drink with the gate guard and Sean. I don't know if he's a guard, but he's something.
You would know he's a
And
gate
then
captain from when you came in the city,
The gate captain."
because he's the one that let you into the city that you tried to fireball at first.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I was going to intimidate him, and then I rolled poorly.
All right. I'll Glitch will nudge them all. Maul, I'm going to go have a. Delaris is having a chat with the captain of the gate guards, and I'm gonna go have a chat with him.
You're going too?
Omal just kind of gets up his.
You might want to keep watch.
It's going to leave you guys very limited on your watches.
We can sleep longer. I mean, we're going to bed at like 6 in the evening, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just sleep longer.
All right. So, make an athletics check to jump down.
Everybody get up.
I will climb down
No.
with my spider climb chainmail.
Okay. Good. Clang, 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 like all the gnomes. That one didn't see you. That one rolled a natural 1. They're busy on their crack. All right, one out of the 3 in the street turn and look and see just this Doc Octopus style guy just climbing down. But it's almost
only
as
6 foot.
it's almost as tall as you. So you just kind of shunk, and your arms stretch out and grab all over the building, and you're just there, and then you let go and you're on the ground.
Very extra.
So as you hit the ground, you hear a voice. Man, I forgot that all these people have my great accents. And he goes, Glitch, what are you doing here? And you turn and look up the street, and you see a Dr. Fitz walking down the street towards you.
Well, stuff's happening. Okay.
I could ask you the same thing.
Oh, I frequent this area all the time. Would you like to have a talk?
It's funny you should say that. I was just on my way to have a talk, but
Well,
this.
step in my office. And he turns around and starts to walk back this way.
All right, I'll call to Delaris. Hey, change of plans. And I'll say on the comms, guys, I'm going to have a talk with Fitz.
All right. So you step off after him, and Fitz turns into a side building, opens the door, and steps in. Following him into his building.
Yes. Oh, wait. You or me? I thought you meant was I following.
You're with Sean.
Yeah, you're busy. This is me.
All right. So you step in.
Yeah.
I thought change of plans meant you wanted me to go with you.
Are there like lights on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lights are on.
Can I kind of look in before I?
Yeah. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Deception.
Deception or perception?
So perception is your normal look you use to look around at things. If you want to see what's around you, perception check. If you want to physically say, I'm going to look at this stuff and try to figure it out, that would be an investigation check. So those are your 2 main checks. Look around, perception, actually do stuff, and look for something as investigation.
22.
22. So when he opens the door, it looks like a very crisp, clean, bright white doctor's office with the stereotypical patient bed laying there covered in the paper. You see a counter with the Q-tips and the popsicle sticks. And he goes and sits down at a chair.
All right. Is there another chair there?
No, you're going to have to sit on the patient's bed.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stand.
All right, so you step in. Delaris, you are sitting at the counter, and you hear Rolf say, "Oh, what would you like to have, muchacho? I've got all kinds of things."
Dealer's choice. Surprise me.
And then you hear a voice next to you. On the other side of you, you've got Sean on your right, and the chair was empty to your left, but you hear a voice, and it says, "Delaris, what are you doing here?" And you would immediately recognize that as Isaac, which is one of the Dragonborn soldiers that was with you when you originally got to the island. And he says, "Delaris,
Yes. Wow.
why did you leave us? You left us there. You just went charging off. You left us to die."
I had to do what had to be done. I had to make a sacrifice for the mission.
And as you look at him, you're just looking at a side profile at this point. And he turns and looks at you. And as he turns and looks at you, half his head is just gone, and there's just blood coming out of it. And he has a massive hole in his chest where you saw the blaster take him, and blood's just pouring out of that. And he reaches towards you and tries to put a hand on you.
I try to grab the hand.
Let's make a contested athletics check.
Let's see. That's a 15 plus, I believe, 4.
Ooh.
Yep, 19.
That's a
If anyone's actually in the team.
that's a
I know,
tie.
that's what I was thinking.
I can't
Okay.
remember who. So in a tie, who wins? The person making the grapple, or the person trying to get out of it? Because normally when you attack, if you hit their AC exactly, you still hit. So I'm assuming that they're gonna.
If
that's
all
the way-
else fails, you could re-roll it as contested since you tied.
Yeah, that's true.
He's swung at you with the
All
other
right.
hand.
let's try again.
With his clawed hand.
That's 15.
Oh, you beat him by 1 this time.
Yes.
So he reaches towards you, and you just grab his arm, and you hear Rolf say, "Oh, welcome to the party! The more the merrier!" And you turn and look, and you finally get a look at what Rolf's doing, and you see Ralph, the other guard, is on the table, and Rolf has him split open, and he's got a fork and knife, and he's eating from the stomach of Ralph.
Tinker District
There's
is
a lot
haunted.
of shit going
What
on.
the hell is going on?
Glitch steps into the office, and
Just
Ponder
sleep.
on that for a moment.
Glitch knows none of this, so yeah.
None of you know
and
any
the
of
door slams behind you. And as you turn and look at the door, and then turn and look back, it's just instant darkness.
Okay. I'll use light.
It
Light
doesn't
cantrip.
work. You're bathed in darkness.
Oh, good.
And then we'll jump back to Dolaris. You're staring at Rolf and his atrocity. And he goes, "Well, this guy was just all bones!" And he shoves Ralph off the table. And he looks at Isaac and goes, "Get my belly!" And his arms just shoot forward and grab Isaac and just shove him into his mouth. His mouth just opens wide and swallows him whole. And
just
before you
draw
have
the
a chance
snake.
to do anything, his jaw just drops to the floor and his arms shoot forward and grab you. And you are bathed in darkness.
Wonderful.
Omal,
Sup?
let's make a perception check.
Okay. Let me pull up the old stats. Okay. Perception. Check.
Yeah.
So. Not good. 9.
9.
9.
All right. So you would at least hear some type of commotion. You didn't see exactly what happened. You were far enough back that I guess the lip of the building. But I would assume that you're going to want to wake everybody up at this point.
First, I'll radio. Glitch. What's going on down there?
You get static.
Oh, God. Everybody up. Off the roof.
So you're staring over the lip. You turn back around to the party, and when you see the other side, the floor has changed, the building's changed. You're on a let's see. So you're on a 20-foot diameter circular stone platform with open darkness around you. On the side that you just turned to look at the party, you see a sign that says, "Your sacrifice will be your freedom." And at the foot of that, on the ground, written in chalk, it says, "Jump for treasure."
Joke's on them, I can't read.
But as you spin around and look behind you, where you just were, the town's gone, and it's just bathed in darkness, and you see a stone step jutting out of the side. So you have the sign on one side, step on the other, and at this point, the rest of the party would hear you and would wake up. So you have Omal and Malazar, I just forgot her name, and Vixian and Marge are up there with you.
What the hell, guys?
So you guys wake up to a completely different scene.
This must be
And
what it's like to be
actually,
a
So, like, Marge is, like, on the edge, and her arm kind of slumps over, and she wakes up and rolls over and looks and screams, goes, ah! And, like, rolls back over.
Guys, Falkirk's haunted.
Glitch.
That was my static move.
Glitch.
So, yeah.
You're bathed in darkness. The ground feels a little squishy around you.
Okay.
Sarlacc pit. Oh no.
That's what you're getting with,
Alright,
with 0 checks.
Can I? Okay, I'll try and feel around, figure out what I'm listen for something.
All right, make an investigation check. Dolaris, you spin around and realize you're in a dark alleyway, and you see light, moonlight, coming out in the street.
Can I see any doors to go into on my way?
Not on your side. No.
Okay. I walk towards the light.
All right. You step out into the street, or you stepping out into the street at least.
Yep.
All right. So you step out. Let's have you roll a d4.
Wonderful. 3.
Ooh, more fun. All right.
Oh no.
It's never good when DM says, "Ooh."
So you step out and you see you're surrounded by large warehouse-style buildings. And to your right, you see a large plant factory-type building. And you can hear lava flowing. And you can smell sulfur in the air and kind of see a glow in the distance.
All right.
Glitch, what did you roll?
11.
11. You start feeling around. You feel a hard wooden surface, and you reach down and you grab something squishy on the ground, and maybe that's an arm. Maybe that's a leg.
Can I like look around, see anything?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. Dolaris, as you step out into the street
Much better.
and look, you see a tiefling standing in the road, looking around, just as confused as you are.
All right. I load up my firebolt cantrip
Yes.
and and call out to him. Keep your distance if you mean any harm.
So, Velsira? What's your character's name?
Bellflower.
Velsira? Alright. So, Velsira, you hear a voice call out from the shadows. So,
These guys all away.
So you hear a voice call out to you. You've been wandering around for a day. You're confused where you're at, what you're doing here, how you got here, and you've just been wandering, trying to figure out, what's going on. And you hear a voice call out to you from the shadows.
Alright, mean no harm. I'm confused on where I'm at.
I rescind the firebolt. Say, I also have no idea what's going on. I was eaten by some sort of cannibal maniac.
I wouldn't call me a maniac! I'm a lovable character! All the fans love me!
Is he a cannibal? I mean, you're not a dwarf.
But he was eating a dwarf.
You're right. He wasn't eating a dwarf. You're right.
Maybe he's some sort of mimic or something. Anyway.
Oh gosh, what if the building's
I then shoot a firebolt at the ground.
Just so it's not wasted. I don't want to waste this cantrip, guys.
I've already started.
Alright, so we'll jump back to the guys on the circular stone pillar.
Okay.
You guys all wake to see the same thing. Just waking up, you'll at least see that. You see the sign. that says your sacrifice will be your freedom on one side of the open stone pillar, and on the other opposite side you see stone steps sticking out of the pillar.
I reach into my pack and I pull out a single ball bearing and I drop it over the edge and I listen.
Make a perception check.
How many ball bearings do you have now? Thousands.
I started with 1,000, so I've got like 700 or something. Oh, okay, that's gonna do 22.
Okay, so you peek over the edge, drop the ball bearing. When you look out, and while you're listening, you scan the horizon, and you see a district bathed in the familiar smog from the Foundry District. Can't make out any of the buildings down there that are covered in the smog, but you see a couple that peek out 100 feet tall that look more factory-esque around you. As you listen to the ball bearing drop, you're probably a good 200 feet in the air.
Yep, okay, definitely haunted. I'm at a loss as to what to do here. Let's see.
We got a sign that says
Jump.
sacrifice will be your freedom on one side, and on the other side you have stairs leading down. So you have two choices.
We can jump or we can go down the stairs.
You can fly.
I can fly.
And I can float really slowly.
I have seen.
Yeah. Vixien, you're awful quiet.
He's sleeping still. You didn't wake him.
I kick Vixien.
He rolls over the edge and falls.
Vixien's dead.
Easy, fry man.
Finally.
He wakes up and goes, "Wicked awesome. Let's go do something, guys.
That's it.
I'm from Boston."
I'd like to.
Full
I'd like to fly down the side that says freedom and do a perception check.
This says, okay, so you leap from the edge?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly, but yeah.
Right, but you've got wings, so you can't just...
Float. Yeah, I'm gonna jump
Right.
off and do a perception check.
So as you leap off, make your perception check.
17.
17. So you leap off and you get the same thing that the Omal saw. You see smog everywhere. It's obscuring everything on the ground up to about 15-20 feet. You see towers in the distance from two factory-type buildings. You do see through the smog a glow of lava that's flowing in channels that goes into these factory buildings and comes out another side of them. And they all meet up at the stone pillar you guys are at. You see a faint glow of lava around the pillar you guys are on. As you're soaring down, $16 versus AC. What is Malazar's AC?
I think it's like 15.
15. As you're screaming down the side of this stone pillar, an arrow comes whizzing through the night, hits you right in the shoulder, and does.
Hurt bird noise.
Oh, I rolled max damage. I'm sorry. 11. You take 11 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution save.
What is that?
Oh, by the way, you guys all got a short rest from this.
Oh, okay, we can roll hit dice?
Yeah,
How many hit dice do we get to roll during that?
as many as you want.
Good.
So
All of them.
I don't know what that means. This is the first time I've done that.
So there's a thing in the corner that says short rest or long rest, and when you click short rest, it should ask you how many hit dice you want to use.
I'm just going to roll until I have enough health for me to be comfortable again.
That's a good idea.
Which you should be at full health, so you shouldn't have to worry about that.
I'm not.
Pull that
So
up.
we'll jump back
Okay,
to Delaris and Belsira.
8.
Belsira.
Oh.
Do it now.
Belsira, is that your name?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get. All right, so Delaris and Belsira are in the street. and you see the large processing plant factory beside you, large warehouses on the other side, and the glow of lava coming out the side that you guys are on of the factory.
I go towards the factory, towards the glow of the lava.
Okay.
Tell him, come with me. We can figure this out together.
Come with
So
me
I
if
just,
you want
do
to
I
leave.
just add up everything I roll? Because it says I can roll a total of 11.
Alright, we'll just...
I don't know how this works.
You pick like how many dice you want to roll,
Mm-hmm.
and then you roll them. You add up that total and heal yourself for that amount.
Okay.
Wow, that nap was great.
Alright, so here's a little representation.
So 15.
I think I got my key points back for that too. I did. Short rest key points. Nice.
Now I can do arcane recovery
Yeah.
That's
and
gonna
get a
get
spell
my
slot.
I'm basically fully charged now. Kind of.
Factory. Lava flowing out of it. And then lava flowing up. So it kind of hooks off this direction.
There we go.
Period level or a second level first?
Let me go back to where I had you before. Quick action. You did 3.
I did 4.
Okay.
Alright, so Dolaris.
Just leave that.
So you walk towards the factory. You see lava coming out this direction. It kind of ends in a large concrete grated thing. The lava just kind of goes into it like a sewer drain. You see lava coming from this direction in a very rough cut trench that somebody has just basically cut out of the pavement towards it. Whereas this is a very nice, very well designed dwarven structure. And then this is just cut into the ground and the lava is flowing through it to meet up with this, and it all goes for that drain.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that information. How wide is the lava? 10 feet?
Yeah, it looks about 10, 15 feet.
No, you don't need those.
I'd like to get a running start and jump the lava.
What can possibly go wrong?
A lot. The answer to that is a lot.
Alright. There's the grate it's going into.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll come back to that. Glitch.
My perception check was a 23.
A 23. So as you get a good look around this room, in the distance you see almost like skylights in the roof of the building that's been covered up with years of dirt and soot, just moonlight, gently filtering through in a couple spots. And once your eyes have finally adjusted, you can kind of pick out that the wooden surface that you touched were long cafeteria-style tables.
Okay.
But that's, you can basically make out the silhouettes of them. In the distance, you see a shape that's probably about waist tall, and you hear munching noises.
Oh, good. So the only light I can see is
Filtering from the roof.
okay. So like, is there a hole in the roof?
Looks like it. Looks almost like a skylight.
Okay. How high is this roof?
Probably about 15 feet.
15 feet. Can I actually see like out to the top of the roof, or is it just like I'm looking up and I can only see the hole, like the absence?
So you see like essentially a skylight that's with a glass panel that's
Okay.
been
Oh.
covered up in soot.
Do you say that I have enough line of sight that I can misty step on top of it?
Hey, you can try. So,
Yeah, I'll try.
so you're gonna misty step up onto the
Yeah.
glass skylight.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and you're gone, and then you reappear on top of the glass structure. Let's make a. What would this be? Let's do a dexterity check.
Straight dexterity. That'd be a 12.
Okay. You land on it not very gracefully. And you hear
Move.
the glass is starting to break.
Okay, I will try and, I guess... How big is it?
About 5 foot by 5 foot.
Okay, I'll just quickly step off of it then.
Alright, let's make a dexterity save. See if you can roll out of the way.
Oh, please. I use portent. What are my portent rolls?
Your important rolls.
Portent rolls. Portent. I see in the future stuff.
Oh.
I rolled very average for those, so I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I should have done that. 11.
11. You go to roll out of the way, and you put your weight into 1 foot to roll, and it just goes straight through the glass. You fall.
Oh, good.
Take.
I completely wasted a spell. Good.
It's a D10 for 10 foot. You take 14 bludgeoning damage as you crash into a wooden table.
And there goes my short rest. That was...
Oh,
I was taking my health.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 14.
That was the wrong number.
And after the dust settles,
I did the math in my head. And
after the dust settles and the ringing stops in your ear and you sit up, you no longer hear the noise. And when you look over, the shape is gone. Or it's actually it became noticeably shorter. It was like up to here, and now it's like butt cheek height.
there's no like door behind me. The only way I can go is...
You can't make out a door from your position.
Okay. I'm gonna try and look around and find a door. I need to get out of here.
Okay, let's make an athletics check as you walk across the lumpy floor.
11.
So
I can't believe it were being eaten.
you're trying to step across, and you step out onto the first lumpy mass, and it feels all right. And you step out on the next one and slip on something. Just go face first into a pile of what you can only imagine are body parts at this point. Now that your whole body is splayed out on top of it, you can feel a hand, a foot. There's a head with hair. All right, let's jump back to the rest of the party that's up on the stone pillar. What are you guys doing? Malazar took an arrow.
Yes.
You took 11 points of piercing. Did you make your Constitution save yet?
Yes, 11.
11. It's not gonna cut it. You're dead. Oh, new character.
Oh, that was fast.
You're gonna take 10 poison damage.
Put it on a second.
Omal,
Yep.
you're the last one up on the tower that's an actual real human being, so.
Okay.
Can I still fly?
Yeah, you've got an arrow on your side, and you're still flying towards the ground. So when you get closer to the ground, I'll probably make you make an athletics check to see if you can pull up with an arrow on your side.
So, first things first, I look at Marge and I say, "Does this look like any of your friends' tricks?"
She says, this is, I mean, he can make you see things, but not on this scale. He would have to be able to change the entire city. I don't think he can do that.
Let's hope not. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we should hope so. I'm going to very slowly just float straight up in the air for a while and see if anything changes.
Okay. When you leave the tower into the air, you get 10 foot off. $18 versus AC.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
19 versus AC, sorry.
Either way.
Okay. So, as you get in the air, make a Constitution save.
Oh, that's not going to cut it. Yeah, well, it's a 10.
You take,
Or wait,
Si-
no, that's... Is that right? Yeah, that is right.
you take 6 piercing damage,
Ow.
10 poison damage,
Ow.
as an arrow comes whizzing through the night sky and just right between your twirly shell. As the whole party decided to fly off this tower when I expected them to go down the stairs. You can jump or go down the stairs. I'm going to avoid this obstacle altogether. They like to do that. Here's a straightforward obstacle. We're going to do everything but the straightforward exit.
I don't trust it.
That's what we do.
The stairs seem too easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Then why didn't you just jump over the edge like she did?
I wanted to see if I could get above the illusion.
Okay. So
This makes sense from our side, Mike. Come on.
so you floated. Is that a concentration spell?
No, that's my boots.
Right. They cast levitate, right?
That's a good question.
Levitation is a spell.
Equipment. Boots of levitation. You're right, yeah, it's an action to cast levitate, which means I need to roll something.
Concentration? Yeah, Constitution save.
Again. Okay. That's going to do it. That would be a 24.
24, yep. Alright, so you take it inside, and your boots kind of falter for a second because they can barely pick up your fat, turtly rear anyways. And they kind of struggle, but then you get your footing, like somebody who's just sneezed while riding a skateboard. You get your footing, and you keep yourself in the air like a champ. Alright, so we have Malazire, who's plummeting towards the ground, flying to see what's there. At what point would you like to pull up? You're probably about 50 feet from the ground now. Are you going to swoop down into the smog to see what's down there, or are you just kind of trying to get a look around?
I want to try to fly back up where the rest of the party is.
Okay.
Now that I've been hit by an arrow.
So you let's make an athletics check.
That'll probably do it.
Okay. Yeah. So luckily it hits you in a part of your body that's not used for the muscles of flapping your wings, and you pull up out of the dive and you effortlessly climb back up. Glarus, did you make your athletics check as you ran to jump?
No. You said hold off on it. Oh, God.
So, as you run, make a wisdom save.
Oh, God, that's even worse.
Roll a new character.
Oh. 6.
So this would help explain, story-wise, why you just did such a terrible jump. So you run, and you know this lava's basically in a trough, and so there's a small lip, and you could basically hear it going whoop, whoop, and feel the heat, smell the sulfur, but you couldn't actually see the lava. You knew it was there, but you couldn't see it. You ran to jump, and as you put your foot up onto that lip and look down, you realize it's not lava. You see roiling blood with body parts sticking up out of it. And as you jump, fingers from an arm actually brush your foot. And you stumble with your last step as you leave that, and you tumble into this red liquid.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't lava now.
You're going to immediately take...
Oh, God, maybe not.
Lava would be worse.
12 fire damage.
I mean,
12 burning, hot, boiling damage, which would be fire damage.
12 blood damage.
You see this big, massive, armored dragonborn just run and basically roll straight into this lava like Dark Souls style.
Are you
So
wearing the
what are you
orange
gonna
shard ring?
You're welcome to do whatever you want.
I like to save.
Okay, so tell me how you're doing this. You got a spell? You're just going to reach out and try to grab him?
Reach out and try to grab it.
Alright, let's make a dexterity check.
So you'll roll the d20.
Yep. Be +4.
19. 23.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So you tumble into this boiling liquid, and as half your body goes into it, Velsire, I'll get it right. Yeah, Velsire reaches out and grabs your ankle and just yanks you back up. Let's make a athletics check.
With the d20.
Yeah, athletics check is based on strength, so
So 16.
plus -2, 14.
Okay.
So you've got him suspended. He's a big fat dragonborn wearing heavy armor. You've at least got his ankle, and you didn't let go.
Big bones.
So you kept him from essentially dying here. You can make an athletics check to try to push yourself out.
Okay. It's gonna be terrible. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, so
That's what I roll a nat 20 on.
So you go, ah, and you just go face first into this liquid, and you feel his hand grapple onto your ankle, and it basically swings you back in. So you hit the liquid, but then your face hits the concrete, and you feel a body brush up against the side of you, and you just take your hands and push off the body, and it pushes you out of the liquid up onto the side. And so you roll out of it. So you're back up onto it, half covered in this just slowly oozing red liquid on you.
I mean, that's kind of normal for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I say, all right, well, I guess I'm going to try that again.
Such a delirious thing.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll a perception check to see what I can see past there. Can I see this building?
What do your dragon eyes
You
see?
can make a perception check. If you want to look too, you can. You can roll a d20.
Mine's a 15.
And yours is plus 0. It's on your skills list towards the bottom. I think it's in alphabetical order.
It is.
Okay, so what was it?
Plus 0.
Plus 0, so it's 5.
What was yours? 5? Oh, and what was yours?
15.
Alright, so you're still staring at this liquid that you just pulled him out of, and you can't take your eyes off of it, so you don't really see much that's around you. You look up, and probably about 100 yards from where you're at, you see a very familiar round stone pillar that's got a bluish tint to it, that's surrounded by the lava. And you have flashbacks to you guys jumping the trench, landing onto it, and you trying to use Ray of Frost to activate it, and then jumping over it and leaving it.
Flashback of better times when I could make, jumps. I'm gonna walk around, pass over the drain.
Okay. So, are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk around the drain, and as you come around, you see a large 2-story building on your left. And then you can basically, you're parallel in the flow of lava. You've got lava on your right, 2-story building on your left. Glitch.
Yep.
As you push yourself up off this pile of bodies, what direction are you going? If you're in the center of it, you can go up, left, right, down, left, right. Give me a direction here.
First, I'm gonna cast Dark Vision.
Oh, that'll be helpful. Okay.
Oh.
Can I see better now?
Yes. All right. Now make another perception check.
13.
13. So you scan the room, and your dark vision's still taking a second to set in, so you don't see as much as you'd like. But in the which we'll say back left corner, you see kind of a room jutting out of the corner that has a large cutout window with a countertop stacked high with dirty dishes. Jump to this building so I'm not missing anything description-wise.
I just realized I messed up my wisdom save.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a plus 10 to wisdom saves.
Plus 10 to wisdom
Holy
saves.
hell.
Plus 12 to charisma.
Let's see.
That paladin, man.
Okay, so as you're looking around, you see the back left corner. You see the room with the windows cut out of it, and you see the tables, and there's just a good 30, 40 cafeteria style tables, also piled with dirty dishes. And in the back corner where you saw or heard the sound of something crunching, you see just a stool sitting there.
Okay.
And it is now vacant. And the stench of decay is just unbearable. As you look around, there is at least 100 bodies all over the floor of this.
All right. So that's all I can see. I guess I'll move towards that other room.
Towards the back room?
Yeah.
Oh, and so you see the skylights up above you, and to the front center, you see a large double door.
Oh.
I guess I should tell you where the door is. Now that you have dark vision.
I'm still gonna go towards that back room and have a glance in it first.
Okay. As you glance in, let's make an investigation check.
25.
25. As you poke up and look through the big window, there is a small side door beside the window to get into the room if you want. But as you poke into the window, you're met by, you had the unbearable stench of decay where you were. But as you hit this window, it changes to kind of like a sulfury rotten egg smell. And you see a couple tables where it looks like somebody was preparing food at one point. You see a couple bodies back there, and you see some large refrigerator, freezer box type things standing open, and they are all covered in mold.
What devilry? Okay, now I'm gonna go to the.
And with that high of a roll, you would notice that even though it's kind of hard to tell color with your dark vision, everything's kind of like a grayish white, but the mold looks purpley to you.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna head towards that double door.
Okay. So you walk across the bodies. Let's make another athletics check.
Here I was thinking we were going to go to the construction district.
13.
13. You do a little better now that you know, and you've got dark vision, and you know that they're there. You manage to tromp through the bodies and not trip over any limbs this time. You make it to the door.
Sweet.
And as you throw it open, you're met by a moonlit, dark night sky.
Yeah, I'll run out into the street.
Run out into the street. All right, you see a large factory-style processing plant in front of you to your left. That's flanked by two of those stone-style pillars you saw on the others, with one having one has lava coming out of it and one has nothing coming out of it, with troughs leading towards the building. To your right, you see a squat one-story stone building.
Okay.
And as you kind of look around behind you, you see it's surrounded in the back by craggly stone peaks as a miniature mountain type structure surrounds the backside of it.
Okay. So you said I see two of those pillars?
Yes, one with lava coming out of it. You can see the light of that is given off from the lava, and one has nothing coming out of it.
Can I tell what color they are from here?
It's just stone.
Oh, it's not the magical pillars.
Right,
okay.
No, because when you first came into the capital, there were these craggly stone things that they had left when they were mining the area. Because the capital is a big mountaintop that they mined down and to a flat area, and they used the stone they mined to build the capital around it. So, and some of these stone pillars have like lava and stuff pumping out of them that they're using for various things.
All right. I'll start. Well, I'll try and call anyone on the comms. Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello, are you okay?
Do we hear anything?
Get off the rooftop.
Yeah, anybody with comms can hear them now.
Oh,
The two
super
guys without
wonderful.
comms are all by themselves.
Super wonderful, guys.
oh, I'm flying. Should I not be in the?
Well, you did just take an arrow as you lifted off from the pillar.
Yeah, but that's kind of normal for my days.
You do see one last thing. You see on the squat one-story stone building in front of you, you see a green overjacket pinned to the wall with a dagger in it, and it's kind of streaked in blood, and it looks very familiar to what Socks was wearing.
Oh.
And you see hanging from the pocket a note.
Yeah, I am. I'm
Ruh-roh.
going to that jacket.
You're going to the jacket?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give you the note,
Yes.
and you must read it in your best Russian accent.
Russian? Glitch isn't Russian. Okay.
Read it out loud. This is the note that he found in Sock's pocket.
Glitch. Man walks into doctor's office. Body is broken, he exclaims. Everywhere I touch is pain. Doctor yells, "Fool! Finger is broken!" Flick.
It was a terrible Russian accent.
It was.
That's all I got out of it.
That was unrehearsed.
It was also a terrible note.
All right.
Damn
So
flicking
you
his
guys, so
illiteracy.
you get his comms message.
Malazar, there's arrows. Arrows hurt. There are arrows.
I've got one too. I'm headed back up.
Going back down.
So you guys land on top of the pillar. So you're together on the pillar.
And we've also got him on the comms too.
Marge says, "I'm getting out of here," and she starts going down the stair steps.
Yeah, let's do
Let's go
that.
that
That makes a lot of sense.
Glitch, where are you?
I.
In a glass
That's a
case
very
of
good question.
emotion.
That's a good question.
So
I'm
let's
on the
see.
street. I'm outside of a horrible building.
It's a horrible building.
It's the very worst building.
We're on
It's
top of a
structurally
terrible
We're on top
unsound,
of-
really.
Many people are saying it's the worst building.
So you're like right here, Glitch.
Here's my artist rendition of Dolores, by the way.
Yes!
Dolores the Bernadetta.
Blue trombone.
As we're coming down, has anybody seen Dolores?
Dolaris!
So far, you have seen this 2-story building, this squat 1-story stone structure, this massive cafeteria that Glitch just came out of. You guys are on this. This was the big processing factory, and here's the other processing factory that you saw, Glitch. So this is like a big 100-foot tall story factory. This is a big 100-foot tall thing. This is a 2-story, 1-story mess hall cafeteria building.
Okay.
By the way, Mike makes all this stuff because he's
He
a
3D
great
prints it.
DM.
Yeah. So we're headed down the stairs,
Okay, so you guys start going down the steps. Who's leading the charge?
following the turtle.
Okay, and I was following Marge, so.
All right,
All right.
so
Oh
So-
yeah, Marge went first.
as you start going down the stair steps, you
No, no.
The baby's snoring. That's why I left.
as you walk down the steps, you begin to notice the distance between steps growing. It's an inch here and there, but eventually you're having to hop from step to step. And these are just open stone steps with no railing or banister or wall or anything. It's just you've got the stone pillar and the steps are jutting out of it. Which in hindsight, I did not expect the 2 flying characters to be the ones hopping down the stairs. But if you would
You
like,
shot us when we went the other way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
when you flew away, so you're hopping from step to step. So if you want to continue to
Oh, if we just jumped and not tried to metagame. Okay.
if you want to continue down the stone steps, I'm going to need either athletics checks or dexterity checks to make it from step to step. I'll roll for Marge.
Check, not save.
No, because you're not falling or have anything happen to you. You're choosing to do this.
Okay.
That's right.
I believe Marge
So-
is very high dexterity.
Plus 4 to dexterity.
Yeah, we'll do an athletics check. Where's my d20?
Got
There
a
it is.
21 dexterity.
Or athletics, yeah. That.
Plus 8.
That'll do. 22.
Okay, so you guys make it over the first few hops effortlessly. After about a minute, it's starting to get farther and farther. I need you to make a second dexterity check. Oh, she rolled much better that time.
14.
10.
Malzar, as you're watching everybody hop, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Saves are down here.
Okay. So I got a plus 8. 17.
Hold on.
It says plus 8, right?
I was reading down here.
Oh, okay.
Plants
You have
that
a
are
plus 8
magically
wisdom
created.
save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys in your...
So 17.
Okay, so yeah, so you as you hop, you get a glance between steps, and it's just a dizzying height. You feel like you should be much closer to the ground than this, and it just stretches on forever. And you kind of almost miss the second step, but then bump into the back of Omal's turtle shell and just hug it and keep yourself from falling. So you make it past the second round of steps.
Now start flying with Omal on your back and you're a winged turtle.
And he uses boots of levitation.
We're just this joint flying creature.
Unstoppable.
You look like a winged Koopa.
So, all right. So as you make it past the second round of steps, you come to the third round. At the last final steps, you feel like you're getting close to the ground. You need to make one final dexterity check.
24. I got a nat 20.
Okay. That will probably do 16.
Good. All right. So everybody makes it to the bottom, nice and easily.
What about Marge?
Marge has been rolling, and she's been doing great. Vixian, yeah.
Just making sure we didn't leave her up there somewhere.
Fixine's
That'd be
dead.
crazy. We
It's
were
okay.
followed.
I'm not forgetting her this time. All right, so you guys make it to the bottom, and as you make it to the bottom, I'll make a perception check.
Okay. And how's my hound corpse doing, by the way?
You
I
dropped,
dropped him a while back.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he's on the roof.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
left him
listened
on
to
a
make
roo-
sure.
You left him on a roof in the Foundry District.
Oh, this is bad.
What?
We're doing
In the
stuff.
Foundry District.
But he's naked.
And where are you guys at?
It looks like the Foundry District. Okay, what was I rolling? Because it was probably not good.
Perception.
Perception.
It's not
Where's my perception?
+6.
+6. Okay. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Where did?
Can't do math in the
We'll
moment.
have you make a perception check.
6 + 6 + 1.
Yes.
Perception.
Yeah.
Because that's how evil
Well, that would
people
have
do
been
math.
that would have been way better.
While all this is happening,
I saw
Glitch
that.
is
It's so
leaving.
cute.
Glitch is leaving a
Where'd
2-star
you roll,
Yelp
6?
review on that cafeteria.
Yeah, the dot is the bottom.
Would be
Okay,
1
that's
star,
nice.
but the bathrooms were okay.
Delaris!
2-star.
He's checking out your Rexcellent soap in the
Soap
bathroom.
in the bathroom.
Oh,
I wanted to show her.
Like I didn't already say
yeah,
it.
she bought a whole box of those, all kinds of different smells. Yeah, in case we haven't pointed out to you, the bathroom's back there. I don't think anybody's ever told you.
This is the farthest he's made it.
Yeah,
he didn't even go to
that's
the kitchen.
Yeah, there's food. Go get some food.
Yeah, if you get hungry, you can leave at any point.
I'm good.
So make a perception check. Everybody's rolled horribly, so you're the last person that gets to look around.
Save us.
5.
All right, so you guys come around, and they just made it to the bottom of the stone pillar. You guys are Amal.
Mhm.
You see what you remember from the last time you guys were at the stone pillar. You're surrounded by lava. You have like a 5 to 10 foot walkway around it, and all sides are lava. You have a massive 2-story building to your left, and a massive 2-story building to your right, and then you have the big factory thing to the north and a big factory thing to the south.
I swear to God, I jumped off of this
What?
thing like an hour ago.
What direction would you guys like to go? You pretty much have
Wait.
left or right, because if you jump north or south, you have lava flowing down. You'd have to jump the lava plus the trough going south.
Okay.
Can we call out and
Yeah,
see if we can?
yeah.
I just want to see if we can hear
Yeah,
them
I guess
because we
just
can
call,
hear them on the comms.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help
Okay.
us with the fog.
Can't hear me on the
So
phone.
call out Delaris and Valsera. Sarah, you can make another perception check to see if you hear this.
Dear God, please be better than a 5. Oh, 21.
7.
All right. So
And I
you
radio
hear 'em.
glitch, make a lot of noise.
You're just, he knows he has another party, so he's looking around and listening for clues to the rest of his party. You're perplexed as to what's
Just
going on
clueless and
here.
following the dragon
Like,
you
Yeah,
found.
I'm following.
Just following this
Here's
werewolf
somebody
dragon.
You're the only non-zombie I've seen in 6 hours.
You can let's make a history check.
That would be +2. 19.
Okay, so as you're walking with Delaris, your memories are foggy, and you're trying to remember, what you're doing here, but you're getting little snips of it. You remember walking into the Foundry District with a group of your other tieflings, and you were on direct orders from Lady Mistra, who is the head honcho, to come here. You can't remember why you came here, but you just remember you arrived with a group, and now you're by yourself, wandering aimlessly through this thing.
What? The pizza?
So you hear Delaris, you would hear Malazir's caw. I don't know, whatever noise you want to make. Do you want to make a racist bird noise? Yeah. So you guys have made it down. Glitch, you can make a perception check.
See if you hear my cacaws.
Alright. 24.
Yeah, you would hear them.
Maybe
A lot more quieter than what Delaris and Balsera, well, just Delaris heard.
Okay.
But you would hear it. So you hear it from the south.
All
Can't
right.
see them, but you hear them.
Alright, I'll start heading towards the direction.
All right. Make a perception check. Well, you did make a perception check.
Yeah.
What was your roll?
20. It was 23 or 24.
Okay. So as you walk, you see the big factory-looking building on your left, processing plant, and the little stone 1-story squat building on your right. On the right, you see because you rolled high enough, you see a nameplate above the door. It's dirty and sooty, but you can make out. It says Foreman Earl over the top of it. To the left, you see the factory, and in front of you, across the floor, or the walkway in front of you, you see a good 6 or 7 bodies with arrows sticking out of them, and then several arrows sticking in the ground around them.
Or being
Can I
Dark
tell what
Souls.
direction they're being shot from?
Make an intelligence check.
I feel like that'd be a survival check.
That would be
You question the DM again, and I'll tell
Tim.
you. 10?
Tim.
You can't tell.
You fell in the lava and you
Okay.
can't
They're
get
sticking
out.
out of the ground. They came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the ground themselves.
All right. I will try and. I don't want to stick close to a building because something's going to grab me and pull me inside. But I want to use it for cover. This is tough. I'm still going to head towards Malazar's bird noises, though.
Okay.
On the comms, because you never actually answered, Doctor, in what cardinal direction are we from you?
I heard the stereotypical bird noises, and I believe I'm to your north.
Okay, is north a bad direction, Mike?
Roll for badness.
Okay. That'd be a 2.
All right. So,
Bad. It's bad.
so as you guys approach where you heard Malazar, to your left,
God.
you would see this 2-story stone building. You see a couple bodies strung out across the ground.
I love all the little things.
They have swords and stuff stuck in their various corpses. And then against the door, you see a body that's kind of on the ground but slumped up against the door. To your right, you see them across the lava. And they're waving at you guys. What would you guys like to do now that you're all together? Which direction did you go, Glitch?
You told me they were south of
So
me,
he
so I
said
was
he
walking
said
south.
So, okay, so you have the factory, the squat 1-story building, and kind of the bodies in the center. You would be to your left, closer to the factory building.
Okay.
Which part of the street are you hugging or walking down? Or are you just going to run down the center?
That's so
It's-
ominous.
You know what?
dark.
If they're headed towards me,
It's
I'm going
nighttime.
to get a closer look at the bodies.
Okay, so you walk up to the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Boots,
very
let's
good
get
shot.
across this lava.
Here we go.
22 versus AC.
Oh, you know that's a hit.
Make a Constitution save.
Oh, you know that's a hit.
8.
6 piercing damage. 10 poison damage.
Ooh.
As an arrow hits you in the shoulder blade and almost knocks you to the ground.
And my entire short rest is now gone.
Awesome.
Would you like to get
Things
up
are
and
going well.
run?
Yeah, I'm going to back away. Never mind, that was a bad idea.
You're backing away?
Yes.
Okay, so
To
you
where I
back.
wasn't getting shot.
Okay, so you back up. So you're away from the bodies. And you wait a couple seconds and another arrow does not hit.
Okay. I'm just going to wait on everyone and try and warn them to not go. Hey guys, don't go toward the bodies. I was going to have a look, but I got shot.
Alright.
Man, everybody
so-
getting shot.
So they're south of the bodies. We're north of the bodies, and he's north of us.
Any more bodies?
Yeah. That's what it
Damn
looks like.
shit in Falkirk.
Okay.
I'm right by the bodies now.
I've got
have nice
bodies.
There's
Bodies.
bodies for it.
Bodies.
Okay, so there's more bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in the middle of the two sets
I'm
of
gonna
bodies. You're
get rid of
south and
this.
he's north.
Did I see which direction the arrow came from?
It came from above. So this is the building you just came from. I don't want it to block your view. Here's the squat 1-story building. Here's the 2-story building. Here's the tower they came from. They're currently...
In the lava ring.
I'm going to put this so you guys can see through it. Oh, I have the actual stone pillar. Why am I not
Yeah,
using
that's
that?
what I was wondering. I wasn't gonna question the DM again because you know.
He said he was going to kill you.
Yeah.
I know I've got
Never.
it somewhere.
Never question the DM.
We always question the DM. We do.
So
We're lucky to be
we're
alive.
trapped in the lava ring.
We're just gonna
There's bodies
pretend.
everywhere.
I didn't make a blue one because I didn't
He
think
was
you guys
bringing
would
us back
stop
to the
there.
foundry district whether we wanted to or not.
So
Yeah.
there- so
I
this
don't
is
think we
blue.
left.
You guys are around it, surrounded by lava.
Omal would like to check his pocket for the key he thought he used.
It's not there.
Yep. Hey, Doctor, you got your key?
Yeah, I'll check for the key.
You have 3 of them. They're not there.
I have 3 of them.
I have a feeling we
canon.
never met crack gnomes.
All right, so this is the current layout.
That's kind of disappointing.
So maybe the fog like intoxicated us all, and we're just hallucinating.
That's a good theory.
We're having trouble.
They ran into the fog, so they're reaping the benefits of that now.
I have to say, didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
I thought we'd handled this successfully.
I
Yeah.
wonder why we don't trust you, Mike.
Yeah. That's
Well, I kind of described a very, you had a nice wide open road with no fog, and surrounded on either side of the road was fog, and you guys, let's run into fog.
See what's back there.
Oh, yeah.
We're following Flick
Fog
to the right.
loot.
Ignored everything else leading up to that point, chasing after Flick, and you get to there. Let's go into the fog. Okay, this is gonna be
Fog
fun.
loot.
All right,
Fog loot.
Foghorn.
Speaking of loot, I go over to the bodies
Oh, no.
and investigate the body.
All right, so you have the 3 bodies on the ground with like blades sticking out of them, and then
Yep.
the 1 body slumped against the door.
Middle guy laying on the ground.
No guy. All right,
Yes.
so make an investigation check. Valsera, what are you doing?
Going to the door to investigate that body.
Yeah, which body?
The door.
The door.
Yep.
Okay, so make an investigation check.
6.
Oh, I'm all the way over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
13. So you
Some
rifle
other
through the
stuff
body,
is-
and you find 3 silver and 2 copper.
Yeah.
Woo!
Looking at the
Body loot.
Bonk fog loot.
looking at what they're wearing, it looks like regular factory working, like coverall type things,
Okay.
covered in soot, blood. It's middle-aged dwarf with a very fanciful blonde beard that you assume is blonde, but it's caked in mud, dirt, blood. And other than that, you don't really find much of anything.
How much silver was it?
3 silver, 2 copper. Pretty sure that's what it said.
Something like
Valsera, so you walk up to the body that's slumped against the door, and you start rifling through the pockets. The head is turned down to where you can't see the face. As you touch the body, it kind of shifts a little, and you can't tell if it moved from you touching it or if it moved itself. And you kind of take a step back and look at it. The face turns up towards you, and where there should be eyes are just empty, dark sockets that just go off into infinity. The mouth is hanging agape, wide open. There's no teeth, just dark black hole. You just see these 3 holes that just seem to stretch off into infinity, and they slowly start to glow, and the mouth curls up into a smile. The arms stretch out to twice as long as they should be. The fingers turn into large claws and just rakes up across your body. Let's...
Ruh-roh.
Uh
I guess.
oh. That's why I didn't go to that body. I knew something was up.
You take 15 slashing damage.
Oh god.
And
Okay, do you know how to do your health on here? Let's see. Should have something right here. So hit right here. And you type 15 and press damage.
I need you to roll a d6.
Oh god.
D6.
That's not good.
Yep.
I'm dead, man.
What'd you roll?
3.
A 3. Alright.
You only lose 3 fingers. It's okay.
Roll for initiative.
Wait a minute.
Alright. As the claws rake across your body, you feel your whole body convulse in pain. And your body grows sluggish. You feel like your constitution is now at disadvantage.
So that means you rolled.
You roll 2
Any-
dice and take the lower of the 2.
Yeah.
Any dice?
Any constitution.
No, so
Well,
in the future, if you make a
Yeah.
Constitution save or check, it'll be at disadvantage while you're afflicted with this. Malazar. Oh.
I fell into a burning ring of
So
fire.
did we jump over the ring of fire yet?
I don't think we
You're
rolled
about
for
to.
it
1,
yet.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Who am I missing?
Trying to get everybody back together.
Yeah,
Travis?
because we split the party and he's having
Lich,
none of it.
Delaris, Omal, Malazar, Belser. Okay, we're good.
It's
So,
gonna kill us all off.
About time.
Is Mars part of this?
yeah,
She's just along for the ride.
and Vixen. Alright, so rakes across your body. And you can hear the silent laughter just like ringing throughout as it leaps up and attempts to run off down the direction towards Glitch. So the way it works in combat is if somebody moves away from you, you get what's called an opportunity attack. And you can choose to attack and swing a weapon at them. Or if you took a certain feat that's like, what is it?
Warcaster.
Warcaster, you can cast a spell. I don't know, did you take any special feats like that?
I don't think so. I feel like that's something he would have asked me.
No, I don't see it. So, so do you have any melee weapons on you?
I don't think so.
I will say you at least have a dagger.
He would have starting equipment.
Yeah. I'm gonna add you a dagger. Dagger. Alright. Actions. Attack. Oh, I gotta put that.
Before we get to the thick of it here, I'm going to go pee.
So you would roll. Oh wow, you have good. So you would add d20 and add +8.
Oh, wow.
You have some good decks there.
That's the same attack bonus I have for my long sword.
So what do I do?
So roll a d20 and add 8.
I'm gonna go attempt to get him down.
19.
All right. So roll a d4, which is your pyramid.
Oh,
Yeah, the pyramid, and add 4 to it.
So whichever
7.
number's on top is what the number is.
Yeah. So
oh, okay, so it'll be
3 + 4, 7. So it rakes your body, hops up, laughs maniacally at you, and takes off. And you slash its back, and you are sprayed by this purpley blue blood that just comes across you. But it doesn't seem to phase it, and it keeps going.
Do I see this?
Yeah. So
Can I do something about it?
yeah, if you want to shoot at as it runs off.
Yeah, can I see this too, that it's running at me?
So it's running towards you. You're probably about 100 feet from it.
100 feet? That's in range.
Make a perception check. See if you even see that he's there or that this is happening. Because
Okay.
you were backing away from this.
23.
Make it at disadvantage.
Okay.
I cast hold person.
20. Modified.
Stop it.
Really? All right. So yeah. So you're staring at these bodies, horrified that you just got shot, and trying to figure out where it came from. And you look up and just see this long-armed claw for fingers with a maniacal face that has empty eye sockets and a mouth just running in your direction.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Hold person.
Okay. So
Stop it.
what does hold person
They have to make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
or be paralyzed? All right. So you reach your hand and you see the magic extend from your fingers and wrap around it. And you see its body almost turn to a misty appearance and just moves straight through it and is unaffected by being paralyzed.
Immune to
Wait, I'm going
paralysis.
home.
And Glitch, you said you're casting something?
I'm going to try and do chill touch at it.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
going to use one of my very average portent rolls and say 17 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. So, if the target is undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And 3d8 necrotic damage.
Buddy.
So, 17 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn either.
So, the icy cold, what was this?
This is chill touch. It's,
Chill
it's,
touch. So
necrotic damage.
Yeah, an icy spectral hand appears in front of the monster and just rubs it down its face all awkwardly, and you can just see it shiver. Because I believe the description is some type of icy spectral hand like reaches out and touches
something
them.
like
So it's almost like mage hand, but in like a necrotic way. So you see like this like
ghostly skeletal.
yeah,
hand.
ghostly skeletal hand just rubs down its face, and it just shivers. And as it gets to between the 2-story building and the squat other building, it just hooks a left and disappears between them.
Be here, correct?
Yeah. So it runs off in this direction. I have a better. Here you go. Here's a representation.
It's dead.
Hooray!
That's a good representation of what it looks like.
Oh,
What
man.
did
Oh
KO?
no, that thing again, huh?
Though it's not the exact one.
know.
So that came out of the body that was slumped.
The body turned into that.
Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
I can't even see what it is.
It's
It's that thingy.
yeah,
Ah,
with just
oh
one head.
good.
Picture one head. So he's off somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not chasing.
That's
All right,
his
so you
cannon
guys
car.
are on. You guys are across the lava. Malazar, Omal, Marge, Vixian. Glitch, you saw this happen. Would you like to do anything?
Can he see us yet?
Which
He rolled very well with perception.
Okay.
At disadvantage, he still rolled 20.
yeah. So is that over there the Earl's office?
This
Foreman
is
Earl's?
Foreman Earl's 1-story squat building. This is the very tall, massive processing
Factory.
plant.
Okay.
This is the mess hall. These are where the bodies are. You walked up to the bodies and got shot. They're
wanna
kind
go
of
near
in
that.
front of the entrance to that building.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move over towards that building, see if I can use it for cover and not get shot.
Okay, so as you walk by close to that, nothing happens.
Okay, good.
So you rejoin the party over here. So you have Amal, Malazar, and Vixian and Marge.
Still inside the lava.
And
Get out of the lava, guys.
Marge
It's not
says,
really lava.
guys, I feel like it'd be much easier if we use the assist action to get across. Not to metagame or anything, but it's very helpful when you have advantage rolls to jump over something. Would anybody big and strong and burly like to assist a lady jumping?
Sure.
Before we do that, should we check the foreman's office?
Before the rest of the party joins up with you, you want to check the foreman's office?
You want to split the party?
They're in the lava. They're right here, and you're walking in
Oh.
front of the foreman's office.
I thought they were on this side of the lava. Sorry. Never mind.
We haven't come across yet.
They're working on it.
Where you're at on the map makes it look like it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they're working on it.
I wish this hadn't curled up.
Never mind. I will wait until after.
Lava tent.
There. Now we're encircled by lava.
No, except right there.
He's working on it. Use your imagination.
Yeah.
Real time.
He's got a
Real time demon here.
This got real bad when it came off the printer.
Alright, now we are encircled in lava.
That's actually a right.
It's more like in squared. I mean,
In squared.
got some fucking Minecraft shit going on here.
There.
Alright.
Perfect.
Is that better, Travis?
You have
Yes.
the factory here, and so I won't block your view. We'll have the big 2-story building there, and the big 2-story building here. That way you guys can see better.
Alright. So, Omal, you're helping
The
Marge
squat
get across.
building.
I'm helping whoever needs help getting across.
I'm just gonna fly.
All right, so
Yep.
Marge is going to make roll an athletics check, Mr. Amal, and Marge is going to make one as well.
13.
I thought we were gonna have to roll for initiative back there.
And 13. All right, so together, she leaps and you grab her hand, and she just goes soaring across, and she lands very ungracefully, rolls into this body, and uses it as a cushion. Gets up covered in gore and guts.
Alright.
Vixian, walks up to you and says, "Wicked awesome."
Am I rolling again?
Yes.
Wow, Vixen, you're exactly in character. Oh, that worked a lot better. 16 plus 4 plus 3, so 23.
Wow. Okay. So he goes,
You
"Oh!"
can straight into the
and
stratosphere.
you just
Just
launch him across. He makes it.
Dixie, I
Malazar?
feel like you
I'm
normally
gonna
make a
fly.
game.
You're just gonna fly?
Mm-hmm.
Malazar takes off. Omal, make an intelligence check.
Oh no. Oh no. 12.
All right. You turn and see Samson walking up to you, and he says, "Don't forget me." And you said, "Oh yeah, Samson." You're having flashbacks of back on the derelict ship, saving Samson from some crazy bugs. As you're climbing through the mountains, he protects you from the hound.
Yeah, of course. Of
You
course,
have
Samson.
a nice camaraderie built with this Samson.
My guy, yeah.
Everybody else is across, and he walks up to you, and you reach out to grab his hand. And as you pull, the arm lengthens with him. And the fingers turn to claws. And he goes into a wicked smile, and as he opens his mouth, it's an endless black hole. And his eyes are just gone and left with black holes. He slashes at you for 16
Miss.
and a natural 1.
Double miss. Super miss. He
He
dies.
swings at you and trips into
himself.
the lava. Wow! So he just rakes his fingers across your tortily shell to no effect, and laughs at you wickedly and turns to run around the pillar.
Can I attack of opportunity as he does this? Do I have to use one of my in-hand weapons or can I use my magic claws?
You can use your claws. It depends on. So I mean, do you have a weapon out
I mean, I always have the Matador's dagger equipped.
in your hand or in your belt?
That's true. Okay, it'd be my claws.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack with my claws of magic. 14.
Okay. So that's a miss.
Damn.
So he runs off, and as he starts to turn the corner, make a perception check.
Well, actually, my perception's good. So 8, 9, 10, 14.
So you would notice as he's running around the corner, before he gets out of sight, his form starts to turn shimmery and almost disappears before he even gets out of sight.
I will reiterate, Foundry's haunted.
Almost as if he's casting some sort of invisibility on himself.
I'm just gonna yeet myself across the lava.
All right, so athletics check.
Got time for that.
Anybody got time for that?
Guidance.
Oh, we're good. We're good. So plus 4 plus 3, so 23.
23. Yeah.
I do a
make it across.
flip.
You land effortlessly between all the bodies, and you manage to get nothing on your beautiful twirly skin.
It's like somehow you knew Delaris failed, and you just stare him down the whole time,
Glitch.
stepping over.
Yes.
As you join the party, make a perception check.
That's what I like to hear. 18.
As you walk up to the party, now that body has left the front door where Valsera had searched the body, when the body left, there is a green coat hanging from the door, pinned with a dagger, and a note hanging from the pocket.
Hey guys, I found another note. I'm gonna go get the note.
Another note.
What do you mean another?
Another note.
Yeah, I read the note aloud on the comms earlier. In the Russian.
Oh,
I
they were just
reiterate.
telling dad jokes.
I reiterate.
Sorry, that was a note.
What note?
Oh, it's hilarious. Here, I'll hand you Flick's note.
Now you get to read it. Right?
I can't read.
All right.
Hey, I've already pulled that this game.
Here's
I
the
have
other,
a negative
here's the other
1 to
note.
intelligence. I can't read.
Hey, same here.
Doctor says, I have bad news. You have COVID and Alzheimer's. Patient says, well, at least I don't have the COVID. Flick.
What the hell's a COVID?
And the nice green overcoat jacket falls to the ground as the dagger wiggles free when you pull the note out.
What kind of dagger is it?
It's just a regular, standard, run-of-the-mill dagger.
I put on the
solid
coat.
platinum. No, you can't. Regular. You put on the coat.
I put on the green coat.
Okay.
It clashes horribly
Make an
with your
athletics
skin.
check. We're gonna do a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
I am not sneaky, guys.
Well, sleight of hand isn't necessarily just sneaky. It's kind of, there's a fine line between sleight of hand and dexterity.
Doing a dexterity
15.
thing.
15. You slide your arms into the coat and pull as you realize this was made for a much smaller catfolk than you, and the thing tears in two at the seam.
You just looked really
And
strong.
you have green sleeves on your arms, and then just tattered fabric hanging off your back, like green wings.
Who's strong now, dwarf?
All right, and as the jacket hits the ground and you pick it up, the door swings open. It doesn't look like it was latched or closed. It just looked like it was just hanging shut there. And with the weight of the dagger and the jacket off of it, it's able to swing back now.
I say to Omal, you got my back, turtle?
Yeah, why not?
So I go into the building.
I follow.
Are they going into the foreman's office?
We're going
No,
somewhere.
they're going into the 2-story building.
Oh.
They had the body in front of it.
You want to go investigate the foreman's office?
I will tell them at least. Guys, there's a foreman's office over here. But it seems like it might be an important building.
Which one you want to do first?
And I say, well, we're already here, and I've already opened the door, and I'm in already. So,
Very decisive, that delays. I say that into the comms. You're out of range by now.
All right.
damn it. I'm surprised you guys didn't give him a comm yet.
I've always liked that about him, that he's so decisive.
Well, you had
And then he can't hear me when I'm talking.
you had a finite number of comms because you can't just make comms out of nothing, and you're in an area that doesn't have that kind of tech. So I gave you one extra comm, and then Malazar shows up, and you give it to her.
Yeah, you
She was automatically more trustworthy.
All right, so
Hasn't tried to throw a fireball at us once.
so
Won't.
Glitch walks up to the foreman's office, right? Or-
No, I'm going to the
This
party.
one- okay.
I'm not splitting the party again.
All right, so you guys walk in. Delaris, you said you're going in first, so make a perception check.
I want to say, oh, who's this? Looking
Ooh,
at
that's
our
a
tiefling friend.
21.
Oh yeah. Valsira's just standing there, a tiefling that you guys have never met, and nobody's commented on that yet.
I turn around and say, hey guys, I found this guy. He's going to join us.
Hey, guys.
Hey, gay.
Hey, you guys.
Glitch is going to raise his blasters and say, "Are
That's
you? How is General Matthias doing? Matthias doing? Matthias, that was his name. Would he know?
You
anything
can
about-
make a history check.
History check.
I think it's +2 to that or something.
He doesn't even remember why he's
+2.
here.
12.
There's various generals in the Queen's army, but Matthias was a pretty legendary general, so you would know of him, and you at least knew he was stationed in the gnomish town to the north, but that's about all you know of him. You wouldn't know him personally.
So
Well,
now you relay that.
if you want to, you can tell them whatever you want.
Yeah. Or don't.
Must stay silent.
Okay.
He's just gonna look at you.
He just gives you a frosty glare and says, "Stay frosty."
Well, alright
I don't
then.
trust you. And Glitch turns on his flashlights.
Omal activates Oak Light, which only works for him, but it's fine.
All right.
So all you see is a turtle go, Oak Light, and nothing happens.
Oh, I still have dark vision.
In what
These
language
people are nuts.
Oh, I don't even remember.
are you? No, what language are you speaking?
When I say Oak Light,
Yeah.
whatever you told me it was.
I mean,
Dwarf, I think.
whatever languages you know, Dwarven, Common.
Wait, I can say it in any language?
I think you've already figured that out.
What languages do
Oh,
I
wow.
speak?
I have 8
It's,
hours.
it's
of
amazing
dark
that all of
I
us
say it in
can talk
Aquan.
to each other.
Huh?
It's amazing that all of us can talk to each other.
That's
all
right. I
speak
can
common.
talk. I can talk to fish. Truly, one of my
You
most
hear
whimsical
the
abilities.
big massive turtle make weird gurgling noises, and as he grips a big staff in his hand.
and nothing happens.
What language are you speaking?
Awkward.
I see all this and I say,
Aquafina.
I was hoping it was
amateurs,
deep speech. 'Cause I
tap
speak
my
deep
shoulder and
speech.
cast a light on it.
Your shoulder turns into a big massive flashlight, and it sheds light in what is it,
For
like
40 feet.
For 40 feet. So,
Well, 20 bright, and then 20 after that dim.
what little light there is from the setting sun filters inside, but it doesn't matter because the whole room's lit up by a glowing dragonborn that doesn't want to be sneaky at all.
And I can see
And,
20 feet past that.
I have dark vision still, so I'm
You're
good.
blind now.
You see a sort of waiting room. A small
Took off the
coffee table
nods.
sits in the center with 2 cushioned chairs on the left and a very familiar looking couch on the right. It looks almost identical to the one from the mansion.
Casting couch.
It's the casting couch.
To the right, you see a hallway that's been collapsed, filled with
leather
stone,
couch.
debris, and large wooden beams. And to the left, you see a closed door, and you see a stairway that's going up.
So does that collapsed hallway resemble like a mine shaft that's been collapsed?
No, but because dwarven structures are made from, it's pretty much all just massive stonework that they've inlaid very masterfully. So for it to have collapsed, there's just large stone, like
Okay.
brick type things, not
Gotcha.
not like rocks or stones, but actual, like it looks like the building itself is just collapsed in.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna need someone's help taking this couch.
You're gonna shove it in your shell.
Exactly.
Everything goes in the shell.
I say, alright, let's go. I pick it up and put it on his shell.
Make a
Just
strength
tie
check.
it on.
So they found a couch.
I use my ratchet
in a
straps
mansion,
that I had.
and when they sat
I
on
love
it,
it.
it gave them advantage to recalling any type of history or thoughts or memories or anything while they're thinking. It's like a thinking couch that gave you magical buffs while you're sitting on it.
So now we're stealing the couch, apparently.
I tried to steal the first one,
As he's
Yeah.
trying to lift it,
In all fairness,
but then we
he
got in a
did.
fight.
So we're
I
strapping
rolled
it
a
to a
23
shell
straight.
and then climb up and sit on it.
that's
So-
what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna, as they're trying to do this, go over and sit on the couch.
So
It's like in Lord of the Rings where they had the
Exactly.
had the things on the elephants. We're all just gonna ride over.
all right, so Glitch goes and sits on it.
Yes.
So Delaris walks over, plants his feet in the perfect lifting position, even lifts with his legs, not his back, crouches down and grabs it and just goes "Ugh!" with a very impressive grunt with his 23 or 24, whatever it was. He could have lifted a mighty boulder with this roll. The couch barely budges a hair, and you hear the floor around it start to creak and groan, as it almost seems like this couch has been fastened to the floor some way.
They saw us
Glitch.
coming.
Glitch.
Dang it!
When you sit on
One
it,
day.
So much for our old model saddle.
for a split second, you're like, these cushions almost feel like I'm sitting on air. Before you realize you are falling through the cushions and into a dark hole.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
Uh-oh.
grab an edge before I fall down.
Since I'm right there, can I assist? Try to grab his arm.
I'm
You
cur-
are lifting the couch.
I was gonna say I'm
But
knelt
it's
down.
pretty rare.
I'm knelt down in front. I'm ready, guys. I have no
I'm gonna
idea.
fly over and grab him with my bird
So,
My bird feet. Talons.
so you take off towards him. Glitch, you can make a dexterity save.
This didn't go well earlier. Let's see.
That'll do.
That'll do. Yeah, 21.
Your fingers grasp the side, and you feel slimy, nasty substances rake down the side as you can't find purchase.
Not again.
And you just slide down a good. You drop. At least with this roll, you're good enough to right yourself in your fall, and you land on your feet to a splash as you're in some slimy, disgusting substance. Smells very oddly like fecal matter.
Does the
devilry.
couch have eyes?
As you guys run forward, as Malazar sees him fall through the hole, and it's through the center cushion, and so you can't see the hole itself. As you leap through the air and get a better view, you see a fabric bottom with springs where the cushion should be, and there's no hole there.
Can I roll for poo checks? Make sure the couch cushions don't have poo on them.
That's maybe an investigation.
No, it's his,
So I
it's
can't
his
see
most
him
important
anymore. I
stat.
just
Poo
see a
check.
couch cushion.
You don't have a poo check.
Could they hear me say anything? Like, I said what devilry when I hit the bottom. Did they hear any of that? Or
No, none of you hear any of this.
Doctor?
Can I? Delaris puts his head through and just looks.
You have predicted everything we would do.
Yeah, that's true. He
He's
didn't
laying
expect the
all
poo
these
check though.
traps.
What'd you get with your poo check?
14.
I don't know why you're looking for poo because you have no
We have no idea what's
no
down
basis to go on. Delaris just says, I'm gonna look for poo, guys. And starts sniffing around and touching the couch. As everybody else is frantically trying to figure out
there.
where did Glitch go. Delaris is like,
This couch
did
smells
somebody
like
step
poo.
in did somebody step in cow poo?
It smells like poo in here.
You find no poo.
Oh.
Or evidence thereof.
Well, that was disappointing.
The rest of you are in this big waiting room. Glitch, you're in some dark hole.
Okay, I have dark vision still.
So perception check.
Come on, don't be bad.
I was going to say, please
Don't
don't
be
be
bad.
bad.
16.
Alright, so as you look around, you're in maybe the hole itself is maybe about 5 foot wide, circular. Where you're at, you're probably 10 foot by 10 foot area that's about 8 foot tall.
Okay.
And then the hole itself probably goes for another 5 or 6 feet before it exits in a small hole like this big with moonlight filtering through.
Okay.
Did anyone actually see? I guess you saw him fall through. Did you see him fall through?
He would have
No.
seen it happen, but he was in the process of trying to lift it. And so to let go and leap would have taken a good deal of effort.
I'm gonna try and spider climb my way up to that hole in the. See if I can make that work in here.
All right.
We tried just sitting on
Is
it.
anybody else doing anything in the waiting room?
We could try sitting on the couch.
I try
and-
to sit on the couch, the same spot that Glitch did, and see what happens.
Nothing happens.
We're calling on the comm. Can he hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear them,
Yeah.
but they can't hear me.
When you're just talking, they couldn't hear you.
But we're on,
But
on
on
the
the
comm.
comms, they could hear you.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I see.
you're within range. What the shit? I use my daily detect magic.
The couch gives off a faint glow,
And I can't discern what kind that is, I take it.
and each cushion has like some glyphs that are kind of glowing below it.
Dolores glyphs.
I will roll my Arcana check.
Well, not really glyphs, but like runic symbols glowing from something beneath the cushions that give off the magic.
All right, I roll Intimidation.
So can we lift the couch cushions and see if there's anything under it?
We've already lifted the couch
No,
cushion.
we didn't.
We lift the
We
couch.
tried to lift the
Oh.
couch.
You didn't try to steal the couch cushion.
I just want to see if there's anything under it.
All right, so you guys lift the cushions. How are you doing this? Gently, just ripping them up, feeling for traps.
I don't do anything gently.
All
right, Delaris
he
rips
has
him up.
firebolt ready.
Firebolt
them up.
in one hand.
And as the cushion
See
moves,
artist rendition.
you see a circular disc that's covered in glyphs and what was given off the magic aura that you saw under each cushion.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'm the only one that knows. Actually, you might know,
I have magic too.
but I don't know anything about you. So,
So yeah, I mean,
except you.
so if
started
you
the
ever
whole
want to
thing.
say, I want to figure out this magic stuff, if you see something you think is magical, you could roll an Arcana check to see if you understand it. And what'd you roll? 19? Oh, 1.
What's the?
Delaris picks one up and says, "Sweet frisbee, dudes," and just launches it. Somebody left this frisbee under the cushion, and he throws it at Omal.
Yeah, dude.
What'd you roll? You get +6 to your Arcana. 25. You look at it, and you remember while you were being trained in magic that some of the younger tieflings would perform a prank incantation on something. When somebody would sit on it, it would teleport them a short distance somewhere. And they'd make them go to all kinds of odd places, like they'd make the teacher appear in the girls' locker room, or just silly random stuff like that.
The latrine.
Yeah, possibly the latrine, from what you gather from your surroundings.
Yeah, that can be strategic though if you've ate something wrong.
Can I unbolt the couch? Next time someone attacks us, I'm gonna throw it.
Throw the couch at it? So these are discs that are just sitting on the couch.
So
the couch itself doesn't do that.
We've realized
I take the disc.
it's a teleportation disc, and
He does. He hasn't told you guys
Okay.
squawk.
I've already thrown one of them.
He took
There's two
one.
left.
He picked one up and threw it like a frisbee. While you can attempt to catch it.
Oh,
with a dexterity
sweet
check.
radical! I will catch it.
But you gotta catch it in your mouth.
Glitch.
Yes.
Cowabunga it
Glitch,
is.
make your dexterity check.
Okay.
I'd be more athletics.
Athletics.
18.
Oh, there's much
To
worse.
catch
You
it in my
catch it.
teeth.
Yeah, in your teeth?
Like a dog.
Okay.
I rolled a
I'm
19.
a snapping turtle.
A 19?
19.
Okay, so as your spider arms shoot out, you sling them and hook them into it. The first couple tries, they slide down, but you finally find some cracks in this ground that they cut into to make the latrine. And you finally hook it. And as you pull up, you're lucky that you rolled well on your first try, because as you lift up out of the liquid, you feel something slide past your foot.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're in a Star Wars trash compactor.
And you hear someone go no so you pull yourself out through the hole, and as you pull yourself out, you realize that you are in an outhouse.
Oh.
Sorry guys, nature calls. And then I'll walk out of the outhouse.
And you hear a knock on the door.
Occupado?
Occupied.
Is this outhouse occupied?
Is that Fitz's voice?
That's what it sounds like to you.
Yes, please come back in about half an hour. Taco Bell man.
Okay.
Too much protein in my diet.
All right,
Guys, find an outhouse. So something is
so
after
you're
me.
in the outhouse.
That's
Oh,
what
you
I'm
just-
telling them. That's
okay.
what I'm
Oh, he's on-
communicating
yeah.
to them.
He's on the com.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's
But
going
we're
on.
You're-
in this building.
What happened to me
here
since
at
I
the
caught that
outhouse.
in my teeth?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
And
Just
so
cowabunga
you know
card.
the incantation they put on that other one. You can convey it to them. You can just pick it up and pocket it and just not tell them.
Tell the group what it is.
Okay.
Alright.
It's
Ugh.
like a portal type deal.
So it's a short distance teleportation that's tied to a specific spot. So you can't pick it up and say, I'm going to create this cool trap and set it later on for this spot and this spot. It's tied to that outhouse is what you gather.
So you can
And
throw
it
that
ha-
down anywhere, and you're always gonna go to the outhouse.
And it has a limited range, so once you get out of that range, it doesn't do anything. 'Cause it's a lower level spell.
I take the other one, the third one, and
There was only
put it
three.
in my.
There's
Oh, I
only
thought there
two.
were three.
No, once he went through it, it was just gone.
Oh, okay.
So he's got one and he's got one.
Okay. I yelled at them all. Should
It-
probably hold on to that.
But so you say they're short range. Can we call out? Hey Doc, if we call, can you hear us
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have already talked to him on the
on the comms? But I'm trying to figure out how far away he is because the comms don't give us distance.
Let's hear the latency distance from the. No, you have no way of hearing.
Okay. Can I?
We
I'm
need
gonna
to start doing some
I'm
radio.
gonna
You're
cast
inside
what-
a building and he's inside an outhouse. So whatever
gonna-
the space is between these things is
too far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast locate creature and
Okay.
locate glitch.
So you guys are inside this building.
Did you cast it?
Haven't yet. Do I just hit this?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you're out of spell slots.
In that one, no. I've got others.
So I shouldn't have this one now.
Vixie and Marge are having a cool chat outside. So you guys are inside the building. He is over here inside the outhouse.
I'll roll to see if I see anything else in the building
The door this
worthwhile.
way. Okay.
It's gonna be a 14.
So you see the same thing that you saw earlier. You're in a large waiting room type area with a collapsed hallway to your right, with a sign above that you now see now that you've come into the building more, that has a sign that says meeting room, foreman's office, this way. To your left, you see a door that says storage, and a staircase that leads upstairs that says clerical office.
I go to the storage.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on with Glitch anymore, and I don't care. I'm on my own thing.
So you walk over to the storage closet and open the door.
Sorry, guys, I'm back on my bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your light shines into it in a path, and it bathes about half of this large storage room in light. You see shelves with office supplies, pencils, paper, pickaxes, random things like that dwarves would have, and lining these shelves. And your light isn't able to penetrate the whole room because of the shelves and everything else.
Can I go into the room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let
So
my
you
light
walk
help
into
all
it,
there?
and your light is able to filter through the shelves, but you can't get a very good picture of what else might be in the room. You see some more shelves, but you can't really make much of it out. You'd have to investigate or go past the shelves and explore the room.
I'll investigate to see
Dolores, where the hell are you
past the shelves.
Okay. Glitch, are you staying in the outhouse?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, hey, if you come looking for me, be careful. That shapeshifter thing is out there, I think. Someone tell Dolaris that I admire his moxie.
18.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while Dolaris disappears into a storage closet looking for fat loot?
Well, I'm using locate
was gonna
creature
say.
to locate glitch.
Yeah, so you know where Glitch is. So he's right here in an outhouse, and you guys are in this building.
Okay.
So he's not that. He's
not far.
he's within less than 100 yards from you
Okay.
easily.
We need to go get him, but it smells like a trap and poop.
Dolaris, what'd you roll?
18.
Okay, so you walk in, you see these shelves, and you start kind of wandering the aisles, seeing what kind of cool office supplies they have. And as you turn the corner of the shelves, you almost jump as you see a shiny surface, and you almost see a figure standing in the middle of it. But then as you look closer, it's a large mirror, just a dusty mirror that has a note pinned to the top right corner of it. No green overcoat this time, just a note pinned to it.
I destroyed the green overcoat. I go get the note.
All right, so you walk up to the mirror, and you reach for the note, and the whole time your reflection is mimicking everything you're doing. As you reach for the note, too late, you realize the other hand that should be reaching for the note, it's actually kind of backwards, and your mind has trouble figuring this out. Roll a wisdom save.
Good news, guys. I have good saves. I bet I roll a natural 1 or something. 19.
Okay.
I roll a 9 with a plus 10.
Jeez. So as you're reaching for this note, your mind almost kind of tilts sideways, and you have trouble thinking for a split second as you see the other hand reaching. And at first you're like, oh, it's a mirror, so it should be backwards. But then your mind snaps into two, and you're like, but it should be matching what my hand is doing, and my hand should touch it as it touches the mirror. And as you reach up for the note, a hand comes out of the mirror and tries to grasp your wrist. So since you made such a great save, this will not be at disadvantage. So you can make a...
Awesome.
This is a grapple contest, so either a dexterity or an athletics check. Is grapple save or check?
I hope it's a save.
I'm going to go a save, and I'm going to roll
Dexterity.
an
23.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. So...
My save is more than your total roll.
Well,
Suck it.
I rolled a 4 on the dice. You don't know what
Oh.
the total was. It was 32. I'm just kidding. So
23.
So as you reach for the note and your hand touches the note and partially in the mirror, this other hand comes out of the mirror and reaches for your wrist, and you're able to snatch the note and pull it away in time.
Alright, I then destroy the mirror with a firebolt.
Okay. So you guys in the waiting room just hear out, boom! Roll a d20 for the attack.
That's a
I'm not
13.
even phased because that's completely on brand.
I know, I try to stick with my character. 21 total.
Okay, so you hit the mirror, and it just flies across the room. The frame is burned, but the mirror itself is still intact.
Indiscriminate destruction is not a character, Tim.
And in fact,
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
We're going to do a dex save. Because, I mean, you're standing in front of a mirror and you just cast a fiery spell on something right in front of you.
That is a 19.
Okay. So, as you hit this mirror and you feel the heat of your blast coming back at you and you see the mirror hit the wall and kind of come at you, you step aside and avoid touching the mirror a second time. As it flies past, hits one of the shelf knocks over, hits another shelf, and you kind of have this domino effect as the shelves... And everybody in the waiting room just looks to the door and sees a shelf fall across in front of the door and hit the ground. And dust comes billowing out at everybody.
What the fuck is that guy's
I,
problem?
I peek my head out and say, "It's cool." Go back to my business.
Just a second, I'm updating the artist rendition real quick. Obviously.
I then bring the note out and say, "I can't read this. Somebody read." And I give it to... I can't remember his name.
Well, he hasn't told you his name.
Yeah. I say, "Make yourself useful in this party," and give it to him and say, "Read it."
Okay.
All you've done.
Read it in your best Russian accent.
Well, this is unfamiliar language to me.
It's written in common.
In common.
And
I'm just...
in
Delaris is just
common.
stupid.
So you know common, deep speech, infernal, and undercommon.
He knows deep speech too.
I have bad news and very bad news, says doctor. You have 24 hours to live. Patient yells, "What is very bad news? I have been trying to reach you since yesterday." Flick.
Huh?
What
I
the
say-
shit does that mean?
I say, "I don't know who this Flick guy is. But he's really starting to seem more stupid than me."
Here you are without eyebrows.
All right. So you guys have a stairway up, and you have a collapsed hallway. You have a glitch in an outhouse. You
Guys,
have
can you hurry up? I'm running out of reading material.
Marge. You have a Marge and a Vixian sitting outside.
Yours mask.
Marge says, "Hold on, Vixian," and she steps around the corner and says, "Are you in that outhouse?"
Is she on the comms?
Yeah.
Aquapado.
From what she's been hearing from the intercom chat, she's gathered that's where you're at, because that's the
I mean,
only
yeah,
outhouse she
I
sees.
told you guys I was in an outhouse.
I don't see anybody in front of you. If you'd like to come out, it's safe from my view.
All right. Glitch will flush and yeah.
There's no
Outhouse
flush.
system.
It's a house.
That's disgusting.
I know
What did
that.
you just
Glitch
grab?
doesn't know that.
All right, so you walk outside, and there's nothing in front of you. You're there. You see the squat, one-story building that says Foreman Earl,
Okay.
and then you see the two-story building that everybody else went into, that you went into earlier.
I have a question. Can I roll some sort of... Is this the building I went into with the dwarves? Like when this whole thing... when I got eaten?
When you got eaten, you were in the alleyway down here to the south.
Well, that's when I started, but... So the building was on this side as well, I'm
So
guessing?
you went up around the lava and
Right.
came this way, and there's a building here, and this is the first time you've gone into this building.
Okay. In the other world, I guess, other dimension or whatever before.
Oh, yeah, this is nothing like what you
It's
were
not.
there.
Okay.
Right. Well,
So you're out here.
so Glitch saw where Marge had opened the door and saw that and yelled all that.
No, Marge is outside.
Well, Marge
Vixian.
is outside. Okay.
Her and Vixian are just hanging out.
Is
chatting.
there a window I can peek into the foreman's office? Like, just look through?
Yeah, so you see just like a small window. It might be big enough for you to fit through. But
I don't want to crawl through it. I just want to look through it.
okay, yeah, you can peek into it.
Okay. Perception check?
Yeah. This is exciting. I didn't expect you guys to look at it from this direction.
That would be a 22.
Ooh. So, you see a large, well-furnished office. There's a dark mahogany desk with a golden nameplate on it, which you can't make out from this direction. A large feather quill pen covered in cobwebs and stacks of papers. In front of the desk are 2 heavily cushioned chairs, which would have been with their backs to you had you come in from the door. Very large and plushy, and you see each one has a body in it, a skeletal body. One missing a head, and the other has a short sword through the rib cage, pinning it to the chair. And an ornately covered letter opener, gilded in gold, is also stacked into the skeleton.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm going to relay what I just saw over the comms and say, hey, when you're done in there, we might want to check out the foreman's office. This looks suspicious.
Dolores, there's bonk loot in the foreman's office.
Dolores pushes Omal out of the way, slightly bigger, and then goes to the foreman's office.
You gonna let him push you out of the way?
I tripped him.
Alright, let's make a contested athletics check here.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, what'd you roll?
11.
Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
So, Omal, you have complete control of the situation as Dolores walks by. You can do whatever you want to this natural 1 rolling Dragonborn.
I mean, all I tried to do is trip him, so... You know, no, he goes to shove me like that, and I don't budge an inch. In fact, I go forward.
Your pecs just push him. Okay, good. I was worried you were going to throw the enchanted disc in front of him.
Oh god. Dolores throws 1 inch shorter.
So
now we're
Dolores is pushed back. You can walk around him if you
I
want.
say
Rude.
that was rude. And then I walk around.
I turn the same shade of blue as Dolores.
So if you want to investigate how badly this is collapsed in, you can make an investigation check.
Yeah, I would. I would like to do that. Would anyone like to assist me?
I'll come
Sure.
help.
As you look at a pile of stone and timbers.
Yep, we're gonna come help. We're doing you said investigation check?
Well, she's rolling too.
Oh.
Is it
It
on?
was my understanding on
You have to agree to the terms and conditions before you get help from somebody.
Yeah.
20.
4.
Okay. So as you stare at this pile of rocks, you're like, this is a pile of stone. Malazar walks up and realizes that it's because of the fine structure of dwarven structures that are supposed to last forever. These are large, heavy stones that have filled the hallway, and there's no fitting through it. You would have to move these stones, and it'll probably take you a good hour or two to move these large blocks and debris out of the way.
I say, well, this is useless, guys. Let's go ahead and just call it a day.
With your investigation check, you would notice this is a 2-story building. That roof came from somewhere. You're on the first floor. So I'll give you that with your I'll give you that with your high investigation check. It would dawn on you. You know,
Probably the upper story, but
there's probably another way in.
We did see stairs earlier.
yeah.
Leave him
You're
walk
still
outside.
outside.
I'm still outside, yeah.
You're peeking in. Guys, there's probably stairs somewhere.
That was more meta. That wasn't actually a glitch. I was just reminding because we did see stairs earlier.
Scratch that from your minds!
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna start heading towards the stairs.
Okay, so you walk up the stairs?
Yep.
And I think to myself,
What
Man.
a wonderful world.
man, she's decisive. And then I follow her up the steps.
Let's all just go.
It's the first time you didn't make a comment about her rump as she walked.
I was slowly thinking, man,
You're thinking, man.
I'd like to get some of that tail feather.
Alright, so everybody else, so you have Malazar and Dolores are going up the stairs, which would leave Omal and Valsera on the first floor. You guys following, going up?
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's make it a party. Good luck, Glitch.
Glitch, we're heading up.
We're splitting the party.
Get in here.
Come on.
Again.
I'll spider climb up from the outside.
Oh,
You're going up.
Gonna meet
It's
us.
gonna come out of nowhere. I'm Dr. Octagonopoulos.
All right. So Glitch goes up the side of the building, and as he gets to the top, we'll make a perception check.
Okay.
You can make a perception check to see a general idea, or if you want to investigate for something specific, let me know. General or specific.
Let's start with perception.
Okay.
I have nothing that I would think to look for specifically. 16.
All right. So you get to the top, and
Oh God, he's going to get more stuff.
Oh no.
so this is kind of the layout of this two-story building. You get to the top, and there's kind of a flatter area that slants towards the street that you're on.
Yeah.
And you see the second story popping up here. So the whole building doesn't have a second story. It's just part of it that runs it. As you get to the top, you see where it caved into the stairway is right here.
Yeah.
And then the building is right here, which with a couple small windows that run the length of it.
Okay. I will go and peek in the window.
All right, make an
Peeping
investigation
Glitch.
check. And as you're doing that, Malazar was the first to go up the stairs, so we'll have you make a perception check.
22 for my investigation.
17.
You investigate and see the party emerge from the stairs, and both of you would see that you see several rows of office desks. All of them but one is occupied by a slumped over skeleton. In the back left corner for them, which would be the closest corner to you, you see a utility closet. No, not the closest to you. That would be the wall across from you. So if you're peeking in the window from this corner and this corner, you would see a utility closet. In the back right corner, you see, which would be the corner closest to you, you see a couch with a skeleton sitting in it wearing a top hat. And since you're so close to it and you rolled such a good investigation, the skeleton,
That's what I'm worried about.
it's a different black top hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wearing a black top hat, he has a flute stuck through his rib cage, pinning him to the couch, and there's a note that's like sitting in his lap.
Wow. Okay.
The utility closet you see has a sturdy wooden door with music notes scrawled on it. There's no doorknob. And you guys, as you emerge from the stairs, you see these rows of desks, every single one but one with a skeleton slumped forward on it. And then you guys obviously see the skeleton in the corner. Not as many details as him, and then you see the utility closet.
Glitch is going to kind of tap on the window and on the comms. He's gonna be pointing at that body with the top hat. He said, "Someone read the note and grab the flute and the top hat."
Okay?
I'm gonna go over and open one of the windows and let him in.
So these aren't modern day windows. These are they're very finely inlaid stone trimmed windows with some iron rods through it and plates of glass to keep out the soot from the factories and the smoldering
So
lava.
I can't open the window.
No.
Damn.
Not
Stand back,
not up
Doctor.
the fire code.
Stand back, Doctor, and I try to crush it with my shell.
Crush what?
The window.
It's got iron rods in
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
let's-
I weigh like 600
Let's make
pounds.
you can make an attack, or so you're just like, what are you doing?
I'm
Describe-
body slamming it backwards with my shell.
Okay. If Glitch is seeing this coming, he's going to take a step back from the window.
Make a strength check.
I think 2.
It didn't work. 7.
7. Okay. You slam it. Boom! Glitch, make a perception check. Actually,
I just collapsible and killed Glitch.
You take the wall out. TPK.
you hear footsteps behind you.
Okay.
Because
Do
your
I still
passive
need to-
perception is much higher than the natural one I just rolled.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and say, "Stop where you are."
So as you turn around,
violated the
you
law.
see smoke kind of coalescing into the form of a body, similar to what you saw running around the corner, and it's got its hand raised with
Okay.
claws ready to strike. So this will not be a surprise attack,
Okay.
and it will not be an advantage. So you're lucky here. 14 versus AC.
Miss.
25 versus AC.
Yeah, you got me there.
Okay, so you're going to. You're going to take 13 slashing damage.
Oof.
And roll a d6.
D6. 5.
Your wisdom is at disadvantage.
Ooh.
As you feel your mind fog over. As it slashes you, it laughs maniacally, peeks through the window, waves at the party, realizing you're all by yourself with nobody able to get to you. It stands its ground.
Oh boy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I assume I can do something in
Yes.
response now. Is it in melee of me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do Shocking Grasp.
Okay, so you reach out, make a spell attack.
Okay. I'm going to use my other portent, and this is going to be a 16.
16 to hit.
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. It is going to take 3d8 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, 3d8 lightning damage. Okay, so that is 16 lightning damage,
Oh, man.
and it
Okay.
has no reactions.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's one of my getaway moves.
So you hear as you reach out and grab it, you feel like you're grabbing like pus or snot or just some slimy substance as you reach into this and try to grab this body that has almost no physical substance to it other than this slimy stuff, and you go into it and the lightning just courses through it and you hear it go "Ah!" with this ear-piercing scream. And so they've had their first round of combat. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want inside.
I was going to move away then.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Is this how high is the drop from here?
You're at about 12-foot height.
12 foot, so that's 1d10 per 10 feet. Should I risk a jump? It's probably best to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to try and jump off the edge there.
You're just going to jump off the edge?
Yes,
I'm just going to...
because that is free movement.
Alright, so make a dexterity check
Dexterity check.
here with a wall in front of you.
Please be good. Not good.
What'd you get?
7.
Okay. So, I'm going to roll my d10 at advantage. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground and you feel something pop in your knee and you hit the ground hard and roll. You stand up and stretch and kind of test that leg and put weight on it, and there's a small twinge of pain, but it's still usable.
Okay, so how much movement have I used?
5 foot.
5 foot?
Yeah.
I will, let's see. Use
So
the rest
you
of my
were right
movement.
here. So
Yeah.
what direction are you going here?
The closest edge.
So, I mean, right here and then just jumping.
Yes.
So you're like right here.
Whoa!
And that's the entrance we went into.
You're
earlier?
right. The entrance was right here.
Okay, so this is a different entrance. Oh, I'm not at the entrance.
Sorry, I just put the building arbitrarily up there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to run around towards the entrance.
What's your movement?
So I have 15 left.
20,
I have 20 movement. So if I use 5 to get down.
10, 15. So you're 10 foot from the entrance.
Okay.
20 move.
You only have 20 movement?
I'm in heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That makes
Which is why his first strike didn't kill me. So.
He would be dead.
So as you round the corner, Marge and Vixen wave. Oh, hey.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Roof.
Vixen says, "Wicked awesome."
hey guys,
sits
get
down.
over here. There's something trying to kill me.
Marge runs around the corner. Where is it? Where is it? With her gun leveled.
Rooftop.
She looks up at the rooftop. Oh, no, I can't see what's on the roof.
Okay, good. I got away.
Everything's safe now.
Because she's looking up, she can't see
Oh,
what's
okay.
up here.
Well, it's actually on the roof.
So she steps back, tries to get a good beat on it from the stone one-story building here, can't get enough, and runs around. And by the time she looks up, it's just not.
Well, this thing's been stalking us for a while now, so it's not surprising. Alright. Well, if we're out of combat now,
Yep.
I'm going to use a healing spell.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm going.
I was going to
I
say,
think-
going downwards.
Yeah,
You're going down?
Oh, heck no. I'm going to get
Okay.
that flute and that note.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Malazar walks to the
Very high level cure.
Malazar walks
Yes.
to the skeleton in the back, and I will hand you the
That means you get to read the note, the Russian accent.
I don't have a good Russian
read it in
Yes, you
whatever
do.
accent you
Do
want.
it. Do your
Oh,
bell.
do my Bella one?
I don't know why you'd read this in a Russian accent, but if you want,
Oh, okay.
everybody's just reading the Russian accents.
It's been the standard. It's been canon right now.
Well, those are for the joke notes.
26.
Okay. If you don't stop playing that stupid song over and over, we're going to shove that flute somewhere very uncomfortable. Everyone in the office.
They weren't lying.
No, they weren't. Guys, I think they were serious.
It might be a magic flute.
All right, so
But he didn't tell us about the door, though. But I've got the flute in the top.
Yeah, if you
I'm
want to
gonna
make a
put it on.
perception check.
Yes.
With the top hat.
With the
on.
top hat on. I'm
The
wearing
top
the top
hat
hat.
on. Ooh.
Top hat of perception.
Advantage.
There is poo in this hat.
19.
All right, so as you walk over, the door catches your eye. The same door that Glitch saw. You see a door with no doorknob, but it has music notes scrawled on it.
Okay.
And he is sitting in the corner with his flute crammed through his chest with a note that says, if you don't stop playing that stupid song over and over again, then bad things will happen.
Well, I'm a bird. I can't play a flute, so I'm maybe going to try.
Can't even whistle.
But,
Just do the Breath of the Wild thing, get an accordion. It'll be fine.
so there's music notes on the door, and I'm holding the flute.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Dolaris says, "Stand back. I've got this." And takes the flute. What am I rolling? Like performance?
Performance check. And tell me what song you're playing.
I'm
read
playing A
music
Country
notes?
Boy Can Survive.
can,
Okay.
Shut
you
up.
read music
Shut up.
notes?
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. Let me hear you hum it.
come on. That's what
So-
a flute sounds like.
Dolaris puts the flute to his mouth, to his lips, blows into it, and you hear the most beautiful rendition of Country Boy Can't Survive. You are all moved to tears with how beautiful this is.
Can we hear it outside?
You guys, the notes flow through the window, and everybody feels calmed and relaxed. Like the day is going to be okay.
Dolaris puts it in his back pocket and says, "Country Boy Can't Survive."
I'm going to walk up and smack him with my wing and go, why didn't you play that song?
Okay. All right, so you play this beautiful rendition. What would you like to do now?
I'm going to walk up and smack him with my wing and point at the door and say, why didn't you play that song?
Oh, I can't read.
Anybody with a musical background in the party?
I, for some reason, know how to play guitar.
Remember? Yeah.
Make an investigation check or an intelligence check.
Oh, I was really happy about the first option.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you
How
want
would
to
I
feel
know?
the door up for traps or secrets or anything.
It
but
was
if
a
you're
3. We're...
just- Okay. It doesn't look like any song you've ever seen.
Yep, those are some notes.
I don't know how to
Will?
tell if I have anything.
What kind of
Proficiencies
intelligence
in
do you have
languages.
there, Felsiera?
Is it written in
Plus
common?
2.
Oh, she's
It's music
you have-
notes.
She has Dwarvish. I didn't know how.
It's not words and letters.
It's music notes.
All right, you can make
Notes
a
are-
I think they are
intelligence check.
letters.
Plus
Kind
2.
of, yeah.
If you translate.
Every good dog eats.
7. It looks like music notes to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and check because I'm obviously very skilled at the flute.
Yes.
I'll give you advantage since you rolled so beautifully with your natural 20 there. You played that. You're inspired to become a musician now. In fact, you can give yourself a multi-class bard level
15.
15? So you have a -1 to intelligence.
I do.
All right.
I
So
keep saying I'm stupid, but
you
no one
glance.
understands.
You glance at the
I
door,
understand.
and after playing that, you look at that and think, those are just more artistically drawn music notes, like just kind of scrawled on there, like from an artist or a painter, not somebody who's writing a song. It's just decorative.
Okay.
So you'll have to figure out what song this is elsewhere than the door.
But there's no doorknob, so we can't open it.
Pick through the door.
There's no
There's no-
like keyhole or anything.
So it's
Can
like
I-
a big solid door.
With music notes on it and no doorknob. Can I investigate the bodies or the skeletons? One of the chairs is empty, so that must
Right.
be the guy in the corner.
Okay. So which desk are you going to?
I'm gonna go to the empty one
Okay.
and investigate.
So you walk over.
I'm not very good at finding things on here. 6.
Okay. What'd you get? 6. So you walk up and you see a messy desk with a picture on it, and I mean you can't really make out much. It's pretty dusty.
My wings include the dust.
Why has nobody called the doctor in here yet?
I was about to ask.
Where
how
you
much
going?
was
I yell
like
out.
here.
I
Wait.
punch out one of the window panes and say, "Doctor, come read this.
I
We're
already
all
tried that with my
dumb."
shell.
Except for this
Doc,
guy. I
Doc,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna need your help. I can't make any of this stuff out.
Okay. Glitch will happily make his way up the stairs since you're calling him doctor.
Anybody else want to do anything while you guys are up there?
I'll investigate another desk.
Alright.
You said there's 3 on each side, correct?
I think he
There's
gave us
several
a number.
rows. There's
He-
probably
Oh.
about 20 in total.
And all of them have a
That's a lot of
skeletal
desks.
body.
All of them
I'll-
have a skeletal body.
I'll check the closest one to the door.
Okay.
Jesus
Third
Christ.
time's the charm.
On the table.
15.
Yep.
Okay, so you walk up and as you're looking through the desk, you find a very poorly drawn sketch of a stick man with a black top hat and like daggers pointing into him.
I say, man, they really hated this guy. He must not know a country boy can't survive.
Glitch, you're coming up the stairs?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so you walk up and you see the same scene.
Okay. I'm gonna go sit down in the empty chair
Okay.
to see if anything else.
You're just sitting down in the chair?
Just gonna sit down in the chair.
He's
All right.
right back in the house.
So you
He's
sit in the
queue
chair.
again.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Modified 20.
Okay.
So a natural 20 is a critical success. Like that's the highest you can go, and 1 is the lowest. 1 is a critical fail, and funny things always happen as you've noticed.
So, when you sit at the desk, you see a moldy painting in a frame of a dwarf male holding a little lamb. And there's a golden nameplate at the bottom of the photo that says Mary.
Mary had a little lamb.
Hey guys, I solved a little riddle here. Delaris, why don't you try playing Mary Had a Little Lamb?
All I can think is that this is a painting of dwarf Jesus, you know, the one holding the sheep you always see in the church basement.
Dwarf Jesus.
So, because you played so beautifully
like a
earlier,
head
I'm going to let
scarf
you roll
on.
this with
Yeah.
advantage
Yes.
for a performance check.
16.
Wow, you have a good performance there. So you
I'm
walk
good,
up,
guys.
and I mean, it doesn't move you guys to tears this time, but it's a pretty darn good rendition of Mary Had a Little Lamb. You even add in a few extra notes to add in some flair. And when you finish,
Hammer
words.
Jazz flute solo.
and you finish, whose fleet was white as snow, the door flashes and swings open.
It's like that scene from Anchorman where he's playing the flute and he's like jumping around the restaurant.
Malazire
I keep
is
having to update the
is
artist
suddenly
rendition.
seduced. So is Glitch.
That's fair.
Vixen comes running up the stairs. What do you do, guys? Alright, so the door swings open.
I'm gonna go investigate.
That's how I seduced Vixien out of his pants with my flute playing. Phrasing. Oh God.
Alright,
Is it Heritus?
Investigate.
Who has
investigate.
the pants?
Yeah.
Heritus.
Modified 20.
Yeah, so you peek in.
Yeah.
The entire floor is just caved in to the floor below. And you see an open black hole with like a pile of rubble that you could potentially climb down that leads to the first floor.
So, Am I able to tell? Is this the collapsed hallway that we were in front of before? It's not.
It doesn't look, because you investigated that other one so well. You know
It's
every stone
definitely
to the
not.
T. It's definitely another spot.
Another collapsed spot. Hey guys, come look at this.
I'm gonna look down into the hole, like from up above.
Okay.
Like not jumping down into it, I'm looking down.
I
Is
go
it-
over
is
there
it a
and look
big
as
enough
well
hole that
with
I
my
can
giant shoulder
fly
light.
in, or is it like kind of
It's like
climbing
10
down
foot
in?
wide.
Okay.
I don't know what your wingspan is, but I'd say it'd be close.
5 foot.
It'd be close.
You have little wings.
All right.
I was
Who else?
just
Who else going to the hole?
I'm going in.
Going to the
Oh,
hole.
I could levitate down it.
All right. Anybody diving in?
Yep.
I'm going real
Head first,
slow.
doing a flip.
All right. Let's have Valsera and Delaris make an athletics check.
Here we go, guys.
Don't drop it.
11.
Oh, this ain't good.
Plus, -2. Man, you didn't
6.
do well in gym class.
No, I didn't.
All right. So Valsera dives in and tries to climb down, and Delaris just beats him to the punch to the bottom. And in fact, you get about halfway down, and you grab a stone that comes loose, and you go tumbling down. And you're going to take 2 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Does anybody know who that guy is? Are we supposed to follow him?
Glitch, roll a perception check from up there.
All right.
While he's doing that.
22.
Oh,
Okay.
alright, never mind.
The roof is also partially collapsed above you, and the moonlight filtering in, plus with your dark vision, how long does that last?
8 hours.
It's definitely gone. You took a very long poo earlier. So you peek in, and you see a long table with several broken wooden beams on top of it. Sits in the center of the room. And it's surrounded by very large, high-backed, nicely carved wooden chairs, and every single one of them's empty, except for the head chair, which has a skeleton wearing a very shiny, silvery hard hat, and it's slumped over in the chair, and it's the opposite side from where you guys are coming in.
I think I see the foreman. If I'm not mistaken.
I take his hard hat and look for notes inside of it.
As you walk up,
Oh, God.
make an investigation check. Since you're looking for notes,
So we all went down the hole.
5.
Yeah.
I'm looking from up above.
it's very
Okay.
dark. Your light is reflecting off the shiny hard hat and making it hard to see. Valeris, but not Valeris. Valsera, you're down. You were the first 2 down there. You would see a door to your left, and then the large meeting table.
Investigate the meeting table.
Okay. It's covered in papers all over it, and Okay, and you would find this very ornately written letter that's in like golden scrawl.
Is it also in
I was going to say something implies a Russian accent about it.
No, this is actually for
It
someone
looks
else.
elegantly written.
That would not be Flicks.
Russians aren't elegant. Come on. Commies.
At least not Flick.
Foreman Earl, if that lava stops flowing, you and your entire family will be skinned alive and tossed to the wolves. Mistra.
Oh. She just
That's a
full on
name we
signs
know.
notes, huh?
Right, and so you're
That's
the
what you
head guy.
You hear Mistra.
So you two are and then Malazar, you hit the ground and you see the
Yeah.
same door, the table, and the guy with the shiny hard hat, and he's staring into just some random direction. You're trying to figure out what he's looking at, but he's currently blinded by his very light shoulder that's reflecting off this hard hat and just going every which direction.
You know, somehow I'm less afraid of Mistra now. Because, like, a real power player wouldn't sign the note. They'd let them know, like, they would assume the person knows where the threat is coming from.
Don't be fooled.
It's a good point. That's all it took to convince me that you're right. Let's go.
Alright. So you're at the table, you found that note, and then a bunch of other just like inventory checks of how much stone they've moved, how many gems they've cleaned up and processed, and just a whole lot of numbers and stats.
Can I search the body for gold? He's
You
a
already
foreman.
failed your
You're
investigation.
Oh yeah,
check.
that's right.
You're
I
blind.
guess.
Somebody else is welcome to make an investigation check.
I'll investigate.
Okay.
Hey, why doesn't one of you grab the hat?
I'm still holding the hat.
He's holding
Oh,
it.
you're
He's
holding
No,
it?
he walked up and got. He's like,
I was gonna say I didn't think he
Okay.
was holding it. He just said he was looking.
Modified 20.
okay. You find a note crumpled in his hand.
Okay.
You can
Anyways,
describe what's
I
on the
missed
note.
it.
It's
That's how you play
a fishing hook
Flute,
with a worm on it. But this is a piece of paper that I'm looking at.
So as you open it, you see a picture of
That's
bait.
probably accurate though.
Bait.
And as you hold the note, the skeleton hand reaches up and grabs you. And
This is bad news, guys.
Uh-oh.
17 versus AC.
Yeah.
Armor class.
Where's that?
Very
at?
top. Nope. What'd you
I
do?
don't know.
You're 14 AC. I
There you
We'll
go.
just put it
15.
in his hand.
15.
Yeah, so they got you.
Okay.
Where'd you
You're
go?
going to take 13 slashing damage, and I need you to roll a d6.
This guy again.
Four.
Okay. Your intelligence is at disadvantage. Someone just died.
That means I roll twice and I get the lower of the
Yes.
two, right? Okay.
So you feel your mind cloud over as this slash just rakes across you. Your mind just pulses with pain as it cackles. It stands up, looks around the room, and sees that there are 3 of you down here. And it judges its chances of survival and takes off towards the door.
Does it go past anyone?
So you get opportunity attack.
Okay.
You get an opportunity attack.
Yes.
Can I take a shot at it from up here?
So is that in actions?
Can I
Let them take
divine-
your opportunity attacks first.
Can I
Okay.
divine smite opportunity attacks?
I don't know if you can add that to your opportunity attacks or not.
What are-
DM's call.
What are opportunity attacks? Is that
You
like...
just make a regular
Just a regular
melee
attack.
attack.
Oh, okay.
DM's
yeah,
call, though.
yeah, might as well.
Yes.
We'll make a dexterity check to see if you're fast enough, yeah, to pump a divine smite into this hit. Because it's more opportunity attack is more of like huh as they try to move.
I'm gonna thorn whip.
You can't.
Do you have a warcaster feat?
No.
What?
So you just have to smack them.
It's just
It's a
it's an
cantrip, isn't it?
unarmed. It's
Oh, unarmed.
Where's actions?
That's what I was in.
She can slash with her
I
talons.
can. Yeah, I'll just do
You get
talons
plus
melee
4.
attack.
Plus 4 to your roll. I get a plus 8. That's a 26.
So I roll, this is.
Misses.
I just
For your
roll a d4.
dexterity?
No, roll a D.
For your dex check?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot I was doing that. I was doing my attack. Dexterity is modified 20.
Okay, so yeah, you'd be fast enough. So now make an attack.
Just use 26.
I don't remember how to do divine smite, guys. It's been a while.
Well, roll to see if you hit first.
Okay.
Because you can choose to pump it or not.
Pump it up.
19.
Okay,
So
yeah,
roll-
so you hit.
So I roll dexterity first.
And then divine smite, I think I
it's
have
like a
to.
D8.
So to say, kill this thing that's just been a nuisance. It almost killed Glitch.
Divine spells.
Yeah.
Divine smite. You can expend a spell slot to do 2d8 extra radiant damage. Plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first level.
I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do first one.
Okay, so 2d8.
My attack did hit, correct?
Yes.
8, 7, 20.
Okay, and what'd you roll?
For dexterity,
No, just for
Oh.
an attack.
it was a d4, right? That's what that meant.
Well,
Action.
what was your d20 that you rolled?
6.
Okay, so then you missed.
You missed.
Okay.
So you slash out with your talons, but he's already moved out of the way.
Okay.
Delaris swings with his sword and takes a nice big glowing radiant chunk out of this beast's shoulder. And just you're sprayed with this purpley blue blood again. Well, not again, but you were sprayed with purpley blue blood as you hit it. And what was the total damage?
20.
20. Damn. You guys hit hard. And it is running in your direction because you're closest to the door and the table. So
That's
if
kinda-
you want to slash
Hey
out,
guys,
Yeah,
should probably get down here.
So roll
Well,
a d20 and
This is
add it.
running towards him.
So
And it's gonna
Does
go
he
by
get?
him.
Let's
Does
go
he,
on our own adventure.
like, can he cast a spell? if
I'm
he's-
trying to take a shot. while he's running away.
Yeah. So if you want to
I
cast a
don't think I'd
spell,
have enough time if I jumped down.
it's running towards you. So you, I'd say you have enough time to throw a spell at it. So if you want to, I mean, you could do like a firebolt or
Don't do a fireball.
it'd have to be a cantrip because this is like a quick reaction type spell.
Alright.
So it'll be at the top of your spells.
So
Well,
here's-
you know about
Yeah,
cantrips. we
cantrip.
talked
You
about
have
it.
acid splash, firebolt,
I
frostbite.
know the acid splash.
You could cast light if you want. Acid splash. All right. So,
Light him up, actually. That's
so
interesting.
your acid splash says
Cast
that
light
I need to
on
make
us.
a dexterity check because you're basically just going. And so instead of you rolling, I roll to see
Well,
if I avoid it.
Hard to be
It's not a
invisible.
bad idea to do that, though.
It can resist it though. It's not automatic.
It's a wisdom save, I believe.
So that's a big fail. I have to be a 16.
Dex,
So you get to
and it's
roll
a touch ability.
3d6 acid damage.
3d6.
So I'll
So
give
the
you
D6
another. I'll give you
are-
another d6.
The 2 pyramids.
No, that's a d8.
What did I say?
The 2 pyramids.
Oh,
D6 is the square one.
It's a cube.
that costs 6
We don't think of more than one
7.
dimension.
So as this monster's running towards you, you just go, and green acid just bathes it as it runs towards you, and you hear an ear-splitting scream. Ah! Glitch, what are you doing?
I am going to. Glitch is going to raise his blasters. They're going to glow blue, and he's going to launch a frostbite. That is a con save.
Okay, con save.
Of what? What's it got to be?
15. 15's the number.
12. I'm rolling bad.
All right.
Good job,
Take
guys.
Woo! 3d6 cold damage. So, grab my d6s here.
Come on, max damage.
That would be nice. Okay, so that'd be 10 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack on its next turn.
Okay, so
And what did your claw do to undead if he was undead?
Disadvantage.
as it rolls up to Valsera, as it passes you, it just reaches out and just takes a wild rake, which is going to be at disadvantage. Whoops. Good thing, because one of them was a natural 20. 15 versus AC. You have an armor class of 14. So it still hits you. So wild rake just goes straight across you. And you're going to take 8 slashing damage. And I need you to roll another d6.
D6.
Yes. 2. Alright. Your dexterity is now at disadvantage. I'm keeping track of all this, by the way. Okay, so it slashes you and continues to run. And you can make, now that it's right in your face and running by you, you can make a slash with your dagger if you want to make an opportunity attack. So add d8. Or no. Oh, sorry. Roll it and add 8. Sorry. So roll your d20.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, that hits. So now roll your d4, I think, and add 4 to it. Action. Yeah, roll your d4 and add 4 to it. 7. Okay, so man, you're getting good with your dagger. For a spell guy, you've had some nice slashes with the dagger. So then you just slash across where you made your other one the first time. You just come down on the other and just leave a big red X on its back that's just bleeding this. And it screams some more, barrels through the door that's next to you, and disappears off down the hallway.
I chase it.
I was going to say, I chase it. That's all I can do.
Okay, so Omal's still upstairs, so make an athletics check.
8. That's going to be fine, but just a second.
Yeah, Glitch.
21.
Drop down to
21, so you hit the ground easy. Glitch?
Oh, wait. No, sorry. It's better. 25.
Okay, you hit the ground even more better.
Even better.
Hit the ground literally running.
You're running in the air, and as you hit the ground, it's like jumping on a treadmill. You're just like,
Hey, according to my stats, I can run on fluids, I can run up walls, and it doesn't say anything about a roll.
Glitch?
Glitch is going to one-up you and roll a 5. So,
So, Glitch goes to jump, steps off of the leg that he felt something pop in earlier as he hit the ground, and just feels this sharp pain as his leg, and he's running through his mind of, which ligament is that? But as you're thinking about this, you fumble your step and you just go down the rubble, and you take 7 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
those D10s are not nice to me today.
And as you stand up to run, the small, slight twinge of pain in your leg has increased to a sharp pain every time you take a step with it. You're pretty sure you've pulled, torn, done something to a ligament. Still usable, it just hurts. Alright,
Healing does
so
nothing to that.
Delaris was on the opposite side of the room. He's moving towards the door. Omal hits the ground near the door, so you have a smaller distance to cover. You guys are both barreling towards it.
And I have a movement speed of 45.
Valsera, you're at the doorway. Would you like to go out into the hallway after it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming too.
So Tiny Tiefling Man just leaps out into the hallway. Make a perception check.
Do you have dark vision
I think
as a
tieflings do.
tiefling?
I think that's a racial trait.
Pretty sure tieflings have that.
Features and traits. Racial trait, dark vision. Okay, yeah, so you're good. So you're not doing this at disadvantage. Oh, I forgot you've got hellish rebuke and stuff like that.
I didn't delve too
Oh,
much
yeah,
into
that's a-
racial
that's a
traits
good
and stuff,
reaction.
but it is a good
Yeah,
reaction.
so instead of making a normal spell or a normal slash with your dagger, if you want to use your reaction at any point to cast Hellish Rebuke, instead of slashing, you could reach out and try to grab them and scream some horrible profanity at them in your infernal language, and it would cause whatever type of...
It's like 3d8 or something like that. It's something crazy.
Yeah, you know the... Oh, you know Thaumaturgy. You can cast Hellish Rebuke once per long rest. You cast Darkness once per long rest. Charisma is your... Okay. What kind of damage is that? Creature takes fire damage. Ooh. 2d10 fire damage. And you can do that once per long rest. So, so you barrel out into the hallway. What was your perception check? You have +0 to perception. +0.
Be 3.
3. You jump out into the hallway and look wildly left. Look wildly right. You see a door directly across the hallway in front of you. A door to your left, and you see the rubble to your right. And you don't see it anywhere. Delaris and Omal would be the next to barrel through the door, with Vixien limping behind them. Or not Vixien, Glitch.
And we'll roll a. Can I roll a perception?
Yeah, go for it. Malazar, were you following?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I also rolling one since we're out there?
Vanessa.
Yeah, I go for it. I got it. Delaris has perception of +2. Yeah.
So 5.
Mine's a 17.
Wait, was that a 3 or an 8 that I rolled?
You rolled a 3.
Okay, I thought so. 5.
Okay, so you guys all jump out in the hallway and look, and you don't see this thing anywhere. But again, you see the door across the hall from you. Just looks like an old sturdy door, and above it says bathroom. To your left, you see a door with a plate above it that says Foreman Earl above it.
I go to the foreman office.
Okay.
I very quickly swap the signs.
Thanks a lot of handshakes.
Use illusion. I thought the foreman's office was a separate building.
You just saw a nameplate with Foreman Earl above a squat building that you assumed as a office.
6.
So, Delaris is very blatantly staring at this nameplate, and you just see Omal walk over and grab them and swap them.
That's for
blatantly
someone
in
later.
He's really dumb, though.
I am dumb.
We still saw it happen, so so you can do with that as you want in character, but you were already walking towards that door, and his sleight of handshake was so pitiful that you were walking towards that door.
I stare
I
him
wasn't
down.
trying to be subtle.
I stare him down and say, "I've got to poop anyway," and walk in. Take a big old poo on the
Do what you
desk.
say.
All right, so when you open the door, you see what Glitch saw. Did you relay that to the team?
Yes.
I don't have
Yeah,
comments.
what was in the foreman's office?
So,
He doesn't.
Delaris, make a perception check then.
Did you roll my last one?
Yep, it was bad.
Oh.
12.
12.
You see a very lavishly Jumping back to it. Uh-oh, somebody just died. You see a large, well-furnished office. There's a dark mahogany desk with a golden nameplate on it. A large feather quill pen covered in cobwebs and stacks of papers. In front of the desk are two heavily chairs with their backs to you. You see a small shiny glint from the chair on the right, coming up the center of it. And there are too large and plushy to tell if the chairs are occupied, because their backs are to you.
I say, ooh, shiny, and go get the shiny thing.
Okay, as you walk up to it, you see the
It's in character.
tip of a blade poking through the chair.
This isn't ominous at all.
I slowly turn the chair.
Well, Delaris didn't hear
He doesn't
me.
have
Yep.
a knob.
All right.
We were running
So
behind him
everybody
going,
else,
"What?"
everybody else is in the hallway, and
I don't know this because you guys are jerks and didn't give me a comp. Oh no.
so we got. We'll put Delaris in there. You guys are out in the hallway. Marge is out here fraternizing with Dixian. And you guys are in the hallway. So Delaris turns the chair around, and you see it's a very large, heavy, overplush chair. So you're like grinding across the ground.
It's not a spinning chair.
And
It's not with a spinning chair.
they don't have spinning chairs back then. And as you grind this large, ornate wooden carved chair, you see these bones rattling as the chairs, and you see a skeletal body with a short sword stabbed through it, and in its skull has a ornate golden letter opener sticking out of it.
I take the short sword out first.
Okay. As you pull it out, the body crumples to the floor.
Sweet.
And then I take the letter opener.
Okay. All right. So as you grab the golden letter opener, you notice that it has a fine blade on the end of it, not sharpened because it's a letter opener, but it's a very nice looking blade. And you see the crest of the dwarven capital Falkirk with the crossed hammer pickaxe over the silhouette of a crystal on it. And the end of it, you have the blade on one end, and then the other end comes out and like a very ornately looking like jigsaw piece. Oh my goodness!
Oh.
All right. So you guys are in the hallway. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna come in.
I'll go into the room.
So everybody comes in.
No, all at once, side by side, crash through the wall.
The door is a foot big now.
I'll look through you said there's letters on the...
There's papers on the desk, yes.
I'll search through them and see if there's anything of interest.
Make an investigation check.
I thought it was a spinning chair.
22.
Those grooves in the ground.
22?
Oh.
Okay. So you walk up to the desk, and you see a stack of papers. You see a nameplate that says Foreman Earl on it, the cobwebbed quill, and out of all the random stats and stuff, you find a hastily scrawled letter.
Okay. Oh boy, this is interesting. Okay, so Glitch is going to read this aloud. Chief Mechanic Samson, we can't take any chances. Remove the lever from the north plant that controls the lava flow and put it somewhere safe. Foreman Earl. Earl, mission accomplished. Jimbo's keeping it safe. Samson. So that was actually two notes. One from Foreman Earl, one from
You
Samson.
basically scrawled a response and sent it back.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the lava control...
And then you find a locked drawer.
Ooh.
Don't forget he's standing there with a shiny letter opener in his hand.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I'm
metagaming.
in the same room as you reading this aloud. You heard me.
We're all in the same room.
Yeah, but I'm
He
speaking.
doesn't speak common.
I don't speak common.
I'd look at him and speak in Auckland to convey properly.
I understand that less.
I just hear like whale grump.
I was just saying deep speech.
gonna-
Someone try and open this drawer, maybe with that letter opener.
I'm gonna snatch
And
it from his hand.
only I forget your name. but you
He
understand.
still hasn't told you guys. He's only told
Oh, yeah.
Delaris the name.
And I don't
I don't
know.
think
I
he
don't
told
even
me.
know that he understands me, but you do understand me.
Okay.
He speaks deep speech too. So.
You don't know this. Unless you
I
just
don't.
look at him.
Unless
I
you
make
look at it.
I make judgments based on looks. This guy speaks.
No, you just swear in deep speech so we don't know you're swearing, and he just looks at you and goes,
There's a
lady
Sumoto with
here.
that mouth.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna snatch
That's me
the
talking
letter
in deep
opener and
speech.
take it over to the desk where he's yanking on the locked drawer.
there's
Okay,
little
let it go
tentacle
and say-
slapping sounds.
What the hell, man?
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's a nat
Nat
one.
one.
Okay. So you go to swipe it expecting resistance, and he just lets go of it and says this. And as you grab it, thinking that there's going to be resistance, you yank, and it goes flying across the room like a ninja star towards Glitch. So Glitch, dexterity save.
You're just trying to kill Glitch today.
I have done horribly on all these dex rolls. 8.
Oh man. That's with your save
Roll.
bonus.
Roll a d6, Malzar.
I'm not proficient in dex saves.
5.
So as this letter opener flips around and just right between the chinks in your armor, and you've got a letter opener sticking out. And what'd you roll?
5.
And we'll put a -2 on it because it's a dull letter opener. So you take 3 piercing damage.
Sorry, bro.
You have a letter opener sticking out of your chest.
Glitch is looking bloodied, by the way.
You don't move. You just there's a little blood.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. My bad, bro.
I walk over
Appreciate
to him and say, "Sorry, she's new here." Pull it out real quick and sharp, and then use my lay hands to restore 10 HP.
Making sure to
I don't
pocket
think
the
you
gold
picked
mother
many
opener.
of your spells, did you?
Me? Oh,
I'm only showing on your actual spells Burning Hands and Magic Missile, all the way up to 6th level.
I gotta.
Those are the only 2 spells you have.
Oh, that's a lot
Six
more.
level.
I'm gonna guess.
So what I roll plus 4
So,
is what you get healed. Because I rolled a 7. It says 1d8
yeah,
plus
you
4.
haven't-
Yeah,
Okay.
so you add +4 to whatever you roll.
So you got 11.
That's you
Okay,
haven't picked
Cure
any of your
Wounds.
feats and
Plus
your
10
ability
from
score
me.
improvements. There's
Plus
a whole
10.
lot of stuff on your character.
Sorry about
sheet
the
that
letter
you
opener, bro.
You can add
It's alright. We all do bird brain
Which
things
will-
every
because
now
you
and
can
Tweet
you can
my
have 12
No
spells.
offense.
You have 2 of them picked, so you have 10 more spells that you can pick. A whole bunch of them. So at this point, if there's a certain thing that you want to do magically, just shout it out. I want to do this with magic, and we'll see if that's a spell.
we'll see if it works.
Did you catch that I cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah, just
Okay.
mark the spell.
Okay.
The spell
Just
slot
making
off.
sure.
Also, I did the lay on hands.
Okay.
For Glitch.
Man, everybody's just loving on this guy.
Well,
I
his
no
knee.
longer
He's
look
had a
like-
rough go.
We saw
I no
him
longer look
limping,
like-
and then I stabbed him with a letter opener.
Yeah, so I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. You can turn invisible, you can teleport, you can fly, you can blow stuff up, you can blow air. So I mean, really, the sky's the limit. So anything that you just want to do, just say, "I'm a wizard. I want to do this."
Careful
and
with
I'll
that
say,
blowing
"That's
air.
this spell."
Sorcerer.
Might
not
kill a
wizard.
gnome.
I'm a sorcerer. I want to do this. I thought you helped him with this. Come on. Team.
I did, but I didn't. He wasn't there yesterday. He
Who's
wasn't
got-
there Friday. He called in. I couldn't help him Friday.
Who's got the letter opener now? You?
I do,
You
yes.
yanked it out.
You yanked it out.
Oh, yeah, I technically have it. Yeah.
Well, he said he took it out and did
Okay.
lay on hands.
Glitch is going to pick up the quill and try and write a note.
Okay. On the paper.
Yeah.
Okay. The
The
ink's
no ink?
dried up.
Oh, that stinks. That's disappointing. Can I use some of my blood?
I mean,
Come on,
I
you're
guess.
crazy enough.
The
Alright.
letter opener probably still has enough blood on it. You could just write with it.
I say, I'm just going to hold on to this. Bad things happen when I don't, apparently.
All right. So who's so you got it.
I've got
Alright.
it right now.
So you're standing with a letter opener.
And I ask Malazar, what did you want to do with this? I'll do it for you because you apparently have
You can say
no
it
posable thumbs.
because she's a woman. You can say it.
Do you have posable thumbs?
I have hands. So
You
yeah,
say.
I can shoot an arrow.
Look at the model.
Anyway.
Wings and arms.
He was yanking on that drawer, and the end of that looked suspiciously like a key. I was gonna see if I could open the drawer with it.
Alright, and I go try to open the drawer.
Okay. By what means?
Putting the piece that looks like a puzzle in the... Is it like a regular keyhole?
You
In the
just,
drawer?
I mean,
I try.
okay.
I try it.
Yep. It fits in. Good job.
I turn it.
You've solved my lock puzzle. It opens.
I was just gonna rip the drawer out if this didn't work. So
I was too.
I was hoping you would, but nope. All right, so
Glitch puts this note on the table.
That was my first reaction too. Like, I'm just gonna tear it open.
I was gonna say, you just know that was
all right. So the door slides open, and inside you see a shiny ring of keys.
That's it. Hey guys, there's a bunch of keys on here. How many keys are on them?
You see like 3 or 4.
Okay.
And then also in that drawer is a larger, shinier golden key that has the dwarven crest on it, and it's separate from the rest.
Is it much like the crest that's on the
The letter opener?
the Falkirk crest?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the Falcon crest.
Say, hey guys, this key looks suspiciously important. Anybody see any keyholes?
What did my turtle eyes see?
And it's fairly large. I mean, it's a big key. It's like the old skeleton keys like you see in Legend of Zelda. But it's
Perhaps an actual gate key?
got a Falcon crest on it.
Actually, that's a good point.
All right, so you guys are standing in the foreman's office.
I pocket the keys.
You've got a ring of keys,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh wait, I look for one of those long zip things that hangs from... I search the desk for those.
you find 2.
I put one here and attach the keys, and one here and attach the letter opener.
Okay.
And look very important.
And for some reason, a Western.
Wow, wow, wow.
You hear a knock at the window,
What's up, bud?
and you see Marge's face peeking in. What are you guys doing in there?
Wait, why aren't you in here?
What are you doing out there?
Me and Dixie are having a
Where's
chat.
the
Come on.
caveman?
We found
Where's
some
the
keys.
Cool. I wonder where they go to.
I saw a sign that said foreman's office down there. I'm gonna go check that.
All right. So you guys climb back out.
Yeah, I think we should. Well, there was
Can we do
another
it?
room. I go to the bathroom.
No, it's the
Right there.
I
foreman's.
go to the
It's the
bathroom.
foreman's
Delaris
office.
goes to the
That's what I
bathroom
was
right there where
going
he's
to.
standing.
No, I go into the bathroom. That's also.
Make a potty check.
I did tell him that I had to poop.
All right. The door swings open.
At least knock first.
Nope.
Delaris puts it open. There's make a perception check.
Poo check?
Good check.
9.
This is the poop
You see a
episode.
skeleton sitting on the toilet, and a pail full of murky water on a table next to him.
Does it have intact sideburns?
On the skeleton?
Yes.
What? It's Elvis.
It does now.
There, somebody has drawn in Sharpie on the skull. Sideburns.
I was going with him. That's the door I was going.
In case you
for.
need help.
This bathroom.
I'm going to grab that pail of water. And
It's
pour it
okay,
out
I'm
on
a
the
doctor.
floor.
Just trying to
On
make
the
sure
floor?
it's all
Yeah,
good.
pour it out on the floor.
Okay, so it splashes the floor. I need you and Delaris to make a Constitution save.
Travis. Damn it, Travis. Can I take back my 10 lay on hands from Travis?
5.
16.
Okay, so
I'm making up for my great perception rolls with terrible saving.
you
throws.
take 7 poison damage as it hits your skin and gets absorbed, and you just see this nasty water. I mean, you feel like you might have gotten like hepatitis E or something like that. You've invented something with this nasty poo. That's just all on you.
I think I got diabetes.
Probably that too.
Did anything else fall out of it?
Dirty
Just-
needles and they're just sticking. You see a skeletal hand in it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that was disappointing.
I touched the skeletal hand.
I'll
Okay.
drop the bucket.
You touch it and notice a shiny ring on it.
Oh, I take the ring. I absolutely take the ring.
Okay, so you pull the ring off the hand.
Huh? I put it on my key ring.
Okay. As you pull the ring off, the hand turns into the middle finger and gives it to you for stealing its ring, and you drop it back.
Can I get another glass donut?
Yes. Hey,
Right back at you, strong man.
So
I put it on. I put it back on the middle finger.
Okay.
Okay, if he's putting it back
I was just
on.
kidding. I don't do that. I take
Okay.
I keep
I
it.
was gonna say, if he's putting it back, I'm taking
So
it.
you just have a standard golden ring, some sort of wedding band is what it looks like to you. Okay. So other than that, just bathroom. Very
Yeah,
nasty
just
bathroom.
I'll go back out and meet up with everyone else.
Sorry, I don't
We're
put
gonna
a
go meet up
trap
with
or a
Mark.
puzzle in every room.
And I say,
Well,
I'll meet
no.
you guys outside.
Well, I guess that was a
minutes.
trap. You got the nasty diabetes water on you.
Yeah.
And I got a ring.
All right. So you guys all leave the building, everybody?
Yep. And go towards the foreman's office, I guess.
I think we
were just there.
Yeah, we were in it.
We were in the form.
You're in the foreman's
Oh,
office.
no.
that-
They're
that's
going
what
to
I
the
saw
SWAT
when I
building that
peeked
says
through the
foreman
window.
are
Bill?
on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. So who's walking up to the door?
I will.
Yeah, sure.
Delaris, just do everything. Come on.
This is
I'm very decisive. It's on brand.
So Delaris walks up to the door, and tries it, and it's locked.
I put the key in there. Not the
You
very
put the
decorative.
key.
Not the very decorative, the other one.
All right, you have a ring of keys.
just all of them.
I
One at a
tried
time.
the first one that's not the very decorative one.
Okay. You have a red key, a blue key, and a green key.
I would like to search the door for markings to denote, see if I can decipher.
Match the color.
Investigation.
No, Charmander.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, that's a
Resident
9.
Evil Mansion.
You see a door. It's locked.
I put the blue one in
Squirtle it
because it's the same. It's the same color as my skin.
Okay. You turn the key, and you hear a click. You pushing the door open.
Yes, I am.
Okay. The door grinds open. There is some pressure on it from the frame, but with it being unlocked, you managed to get it open. And
Great
let's
puzzle
do-
solving there.
Let's do a sleight of hand check
Sleight of hand
I'm
check.
blue.
to see
Therefore.
how elegantly you open this door. Or
Oh, it's not that good.
it's grinding. So you have your choice: athletics, dexterity, or sleight of hand.
It turns out this is a sliding
gonna
door,
be
and
a
he's going to
different check
open it
for
like a
each of them,
swinging
depending
door.
A different difficulty for each of them depending on what you pick.
I'm gonna
I
do
opened one at
athletics.
Aldi's like that.
Okay, so you're just
Oh,
forcing
no.
it open.
Yep.
Didn't mean
Okay.
to.
Also on brand.
Oh, that's another 9.
Okay, so you are lucky here.
I hate this game.
So you think about just putting your shoulder into it and shoving this thing open like there's no tomorrow. But then you think otherwise, and you just barely push on it, and it swings open, and you manage to not bring the building down on you as the door frame that was very, very saggy and the building looked very in bad condition. You probably would have taken the frame out with you had you put your shoulder into it.
Wow, that's the only time it's good to roll bad. I love
It's
this
good
game.
to be bad. All right, so you push it open.
If you'd rolled a nat 1, though, you would have went full force.
You'd tried to pull back.
All right.
And
Tripped and
accidentally
fell
fall
All right.
into the door. Yeah.
So
Knocked them all down with you into it.
I'll I guess I'll do a dex or not a
Perception check?
Perception check. 17?
all right, so as you look in, is your shoulder still disco balling? Is your shoulder still disco balling?
Yeah,
Your
it should
light
be.
can't-
I was actually looking at that to see how long it lasts. 1 hour, so maybe
Okay.
not. I don't know. That's your call.
It'll be close to ending.
Okay.
So, this cramped stone hut might have been a cozy place when its owner was alive. Now an unmade bed stands near a cold fireplace, its mantle hung with the head of something snarling white beast with gray horns. On the other side of the room, a small, dark desk strewn with papers and set with a dwarf-sized chair stands before 2 empty shelves, whose contents are scattered across the floor. You see kitchen utensils, dried foodstuffs, adventuring gear, and a few books.
Hey, last time we were being chased by a ghost, we set a head on fire that was on the wall, and that seemed to work.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were there! Were you not there?
Logging.
Yeah, I was looking. Dude.
And
Well,
then I,
just
and
trust
then I
me.
say, okay, and shoot a firebolt at it.
Anyway, I'm gonna follow.
Alright, so you shot a fireball at the head.
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Firebolt.
Make an
very,
attack.
very important.
Make an
distinction.
attack.
Tim TPKs us.
Oh, that's an. I think I have a +8, so it'd be an 11.
I'm gonna
So-
hear the commotion and follow him in.
Yeah, +8.
So you look up and see this monstrous beast head, and you're more of out of reaction. And just fire a firebolt, and it misses and hits the fireplace, and just lights the fireplace instead. As shards of rock and stone just shatter out at you. Make a dexterity save.
17.
Okay, so you dodge out of the way. Who would have going in behind him?
Hold on.
I just said I heard the commotion and followed him in.
Malazar, dexterity save. We're gonna put a marching order here.
Are we
Well,
all
I
just
guess-
going to dodge one at a time?
I guess she said.
I mean, you guys all
the
tried to
commotion.
force yourselves into that foreman office,
Save.
and so I've not heard otherwise
So
for this one.
17.
So I just envision everybody going, trying
No,
to
this
get
is
in.
going to be awesome. It's going to be like a
Okay,
wave.
so Malazar dodges out of the way. Valsera, we'll say you can roll next. Dexterity save. And
This is your
everybody
fault.
make well. If somebody misses, it'll hit them and not anybody else. So. Oh, because you're at disadvantage, aren't you? Yeah, you're at disadvantage. So roll your 2 dice, take your lower.
What the D's 20s?
Yeah, roll 2d20. So you rolled a 14
14
and a 12.
So,
Do you have a plus to it? Dexterity. Save.
It goes on.
So
it's on your
saves
main
are-
page.
Saves are different than.
Your dexterity
Where?
save is plus 4, so 14. So you dodge out of the way. Glitch,
Yeah, here's where it is.
or Glitch dies.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Saving throws bad.
So
Perception,
you
investigation.
just watched.
I'm
You just
sorry.
watched everyone go, and then you were like,
He just
bludgeon-
didn't move.
8 bludgeoning
It's like-
damage
"Oh my god!"
as it just slams you in the face, and you stumble back into Amal's open arms.
Glitch
Hey.
is- Thanks, big guy. Glitch is
I got you.
Glitch is looking bloodied again.
Okay,
Oh,
so
all dips in.
so the fireplace is lit. Anybody else going in?
I'm coming out.
Everybody.
Sure.
I was gonna shield all the door.
What
We're gonna
can
what?
possibly
Shield out
go
the door?
wrong? What can possibly go wrong in this door?
All right, so you're at the doorway.
The ceiling could
Everybody
collapse.
else is
I'm gonna
in.
go on my shell. I'll be fine.
I'm gonna do an
You'll be
investigation
fine.
on the desk.
That'll be good.
Everyone else in
Okay.
here too.
I have a 6th level that I can use Misty Step if I have to.
12.
That would
So
be
you
sad.
you search the desk and you find some moldy papers, some stats, and not much of use.
Glitch is going to have a look at the books that are there.
You pick up the books.
Yes.
I say,
Make
hey
an investigation
guys,
check.
I'm gonna try this again,
Wait,
but
let me
let's-
take a look at the head first.
Okay. But everybody get out.
Make a nature check.
26 investigation.
Nature.
Pull your weight.
Like I said, great
Oh,
on investigation
10.
perception.
10.
Somehow can't roll anything
Okay,
above
so
5 on saving throws.
Anything
very
else?
big beast like.
Is there anything like shoved in it?
That investigation check. So Glitch picks up the books, even recognizes one of them as one he's seen before. They are romance novels.
Ooh.
7.
Romance, not erotica.
And
There's a difference. This is Jane Eyre. This is not 50 Shades.
and you see one that's labeled From Across the Mountain, and one that's called The Deep Dark Love of My Heart. And as you're flipping through them, you find a receipt from Rilks Curios showing that he has sold a couple magical items to Rilks and has received 1,000 gold for it.
Ooh. Hey, what's on page 69?
Very lewd pictures.
That's weird.
page
It's your mother.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you doing at the door, Valsera? You standing outside at the
Yeah,
doorway?
look out.
Okay. Playing lookout, so you're looking out into the street or
Yeah.
into the house? Alright, so make a perception check. 5? Okay. So, you see Marge approaching from the north. So she is walking up from this direction. And she stops at the bodies and looks at the arrows and waves you over and says, Belsira, can you help me check this out?
So I'll go and investigate.
Okay, so you go up to Marge.
Would I hear any of that?
You can make a perception check if you want.
20, modified.
Yeah, so you hear that.
I'll say, hey, new guy. I would be suspicious of that. You might want to look around again and see if you see a different Marge.
Make a perception check.
I got
See
shot
if
by.
you hear it.
I got shot by an arrow by those bodies.
That would have been good if it not rolled off.
14.
What is that? That's a wisdom. Okay, yeah. So you're good. So 14 plus 0. So you get about halfway and you hear his voice shouting out the door at you.
Was there a house across the street?
So there's the house, there's the bodies, there's the large factory, and then there's the big large mess hall that Glitch came from before.
All right. So, do you decide if you're following the Marge that's calling you over to those bodies?
Yeah, I was gonna follow over there, but just be in front of the house.
So you skirt around the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marge is staring at you oddly as you walk up, and instead of helping her look at the bodies, you skirt around it to the mess hall. Yeah. Okay. And she says, okay, I guess don't help me. And she starts rummaging through the bodies.
Interesting.
What are you guys doing?
Glitch is going to say, hey, I think if we search hard enough in here, there's probably a lot of gold somewhere. I found a receipt.
Ooh.
I don't remember what I rolled on my perception check. Was it high? Did I roll one?
I search real hard in the office for stuff.
I don't know.
Glitch is very good at investigation.
I think I pretty much just came in and tried to set that thing on fire, and
Perhaps we should have a closer look at it before we try and burn it, in case the gold is in it.
okay, I'll look at these. Roll it.
Well,
Let's just take it off the wall.
so you made an investigation check, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a 10.
Oh, yeah, you can find it.
Or no, the investigation was a 7.
Okay.
I really didn't find anything. I'm lost, actually.
All right.
All right. Well, let's see. I guess Glitch will have a look at the head that's on the wall.
Everybody's just, what's in this head?
Investigation.
Last time it was home.
So investigation to look at it. Nature check if you want to see what it is.
That's what I wanted to do.
All right.
see
Well,
what it
that
was.
was
You
my
make
first
it.
bad investigation roll.
What'd
So
you get?
9.
Everybody's just like opening the mouth and sticking their head in it, and you don't find anything.
I take it off the wall.
With Glitch's head in it.
Yeah.
7.
You guys are like, I can't figure out the mysteries of this head.
I take it off the wall.
All right. As you take it off the wall, make an athletics check.
That'll do. 23.
Yeah, you rip it off the wall.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Galera says, I'm not
Uh-oh.
feeling this. I'm going
And,
out.
Glitch hearing the noise. Starts
Uh-oh.
to run for
You
the
feel a
door.
rumble in your tummy.
I run.
You
Oh.
guys
We're
have
running.
one turn to pick something you want to do before you leave.
I'm keeping this.
Okay, so we saw a desk, right?
Well, there was a bed.
There was a bed.
I think it seems like it's sleeping quarters.
Yeah. Glitch is going to check the mattress to see if he stuffed the mattress, stuffed the gold.
That's
in
what
it.
you're checking?
And I'm going to check under the bed.
Okay.
For monsters.
Yeah.
Someone
Galera
check the
peeks
desk.
out from the other side and says, boo.
Someone,
Why are we all going
quickly,
for the
someone
bed?
check the desk.
I'll check the desk.
Oh, yeah.
You're checking the mattress. I'm checking the floor.
25.
You're checking the floor?
Under the bed.
Okay. What are you
25.
You're checking what?
I'm checking the mattress to see if he stuffed
Okay.
the
and what are you
gold
checking?
inside.
I'm checking the desk.
underneath the
At
mattress.
And what are,
13.
you, what are you doing?
I don't know yet. I was gonna check the desk, but she did it.
Okay.
You can help her.
I'll help. her.
So you rip open the mattress, find some very dirty comics that have been hidden under it.
See, this is erotica.
Oman finds nothing as he looks under the bed.
Well, that's all I got time for.
Malazar and Delaris rip open the desk, find nothing.
Oh, doesn't matter what we roll. Nothing.
And as you guys took your one turn and everybody ignored the large adventuring gear pack that I described to you on the floor, you step over it and leave the building.
Oh yeah, you did describe
I
that.
don't remember that part.
Yeah, I did.
There was a lot going on.
I was too worried
You-
about him blowing shit up.
Glitch keyed in on the books. Like I said, the large adventurer's gear pack on the floor and a few books. And you're like, Glitch checks the books.
Adventurer's gear doesn't sound interesting.
Okay, so you guys run out of the building as it crushes in around you. And you dive out into the street. And you're met with an odd scene of Valsera, who was seemingly guarding the door, is now up at the mess hall, staring at the bodies covered in arrows.
Say, what are you doing over there, guy?
Well, gonna investigate.
Do we also see March?
And nobody else sees March.
I'm gonna use the comms and say, "Hey, Marge, where are you?"
She says, I'm back here with Vixian, where you guys left me.
I'm gonna yell at Tiefling, who I don't know his name. Say, "I told you."
And when you look back, she's gone as well. And if you'd like to make a perception check. Oh, wow. A 1 and a 2. Okay. As you look back, you glimpse her kind of glimmer and turn to a shimmery, clear see-through, and she runs off to the north. As she disappears, as you see her form just vanish.
I don't like this thing.
I want to kill it.
Hey guys, check out this head.
See, a large, white-furred beast head with tusks coming out of its mouth.
Might be worth money.
Are you gonna wear it?
Put it in the shell.
Put it on. Put it on like a
I
helmet.
was gonna say.
Alright, so you guys are all out in the street. You have a foundry to your right, processing plant to the right, plant to the right. All those are the same words for the same building. A processing plant to your right. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
I say
Mess hall to the north.
to the group that this thing seems to be isolating people by themselves. So maybe we should set a trap for it.
I hold up the disc.
Is that the poo disc?
It's the food.
Oh my god, yes.
Well,
If
what's
that
your
worked.
idea? It sounds like you have an idea.
So my idea is we set the weakest of us out in the middle of the street, while the others hide out of sight.
And then when it gets supposed to know the food is.
Vixie, we have a job for you.
Vixian. Perfect.
And the bird lady has a crossbow as well.
That I do.
So everybody who can't do ranged attacks, or everybody who can do ranged attacks, needs to not be the one in the trap.
Listen, if we all stage out outside the outhouse and we have one person baiting the thing to the disc, we have an advantage when it tries to leave the outhouse.
I don't know, this thing seems to be able to disappear. I think the turtle is scared.
But it keeps going invisible, and if it gets covered in poo, maybe it won't be invisible.
Smart.
And we can smell it.
Make us. Then you can make a poo check. I checked for poo.
I'd like to check for poo.
That's the new check. Who needs to check for goats? You can check
Oh,
for
you
poo.
know what? We haven't done a goat check yet.
It's in the rubble. It's dying.
It was
It's
in
a
the
goat
adventure
that's
pack.
killing us. Oh my god.
It's avenging all the goats we've eaten.
Is,
The
any,
goat
is
was
anybody
coming from
else okay
inside the
with this
house.
plan? I don't know what you
As
can
long
do
as
over
I'm
there,
not the bait, I'm
Tiefling,
okay with this.
but perhaps you could help us out with this.
Glitch has taken a few too many hits.
Let's just take a nap right here.
In the middle of the road.
Let's at least move to the roof.
It didn't help us,
That
guys.
didn't work out very well for us.
You might wake up in the Tinker District. You don't know how this works. Every time you go to sleep, you wake up in a different district.
We also might wake up in the outhouse.
We might wake up in the cowboy district.
The Cowboy District?
Yeah. I'm super excited about that.
Oh, the cowboy town, the old western town I told you about? That was back in the military district.
Yeah? We're jumping districts.
We can still go. First, we gotta figure out how to defeat this monster. I don't know what it's at, but I know we've done some damage to it.
And it's a coward.
That too.
It's a gorilla. Come on.
So really, who can't do ranged attacks?
Well,
He side eyes Omal.
But he's not.
I think Omal is the only strictly melee person, right?
Pretty much.
I got magic hands.
And also,
And
But that's not ranged.
I'm not sure it needs to be.
I
a
can
weak
punch
person.
it.
He's just playing a numbers game, so if we hide well enough, I don't think it matters who's the bait.
Yeah.
Alright.
I shout over to Vixian that he needs to cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone except Omal.
Oh, that's a radius around him.
I can do
It's
it.
a radius thing.
Yeah, around him.
Alright, well, let's all go hide
on.
next
Well,
to
Vixen
Vixian.
can come to us.
And I'll just go stand there.
Can we have him cast a spell without him being here?
Omal takes a short rest. We can do whatever we want. We could kill
We'll
Omal.
use all his spell slots if we want to.
I
Either way.
suplex Vixian off the top of a building.
Levitate up higher.
From the
also
top
have,
ropes.
I also have pass without a trace.
Oh,
But everybody has to be within 30 feet of me for it to
we
work.
can do that.
He has not been using his spell slots.
He did pass without a trace last time, and he's done.
Yeah, so he's got one spell slot marked off, but he's cast Hunter's Mark
Yeah.
He didn't know that's a spell, did he?
at least once. So I'm going to mark that off for him. I think that's the only thing he's cast. He's still got 3, 4, 5. He still has 8 spell slots left. He's only used 2 of his 10 out of all these fights and stuff you guys have made.
Well, the bird said she can do hers as well. She can do it as well.
I mean, that would allow us to split into 2 groups that are a little further apart.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
everyone stay together and get plus 20.
Hey,
Alright.
pass without
Unstoppable.
a trace stack like that?
Does Pass Without
No.
a Trace stuff? Alright.
DM says no stacking.
Alright. So,
Now, if you had a magical item that gave you plus to your stealth, and pass without a trace,
That
if
would-
it's the same exact spell, then
Okay.
no.
Alright.
let's do it, guys.
That's what I think. Which building you guys came from? The foreman's house destroyed, mess house, mess hall, and the outhouse. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna fly up on top of this building right here.
This one?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast without a trace. Get out of here, Turtle. Fine, I'm leaving. Where you going, Turtle?
I will chill out so I can see the outhouse and everything too.
You can kind of be on the outhouse. And so are you setting the trap with the disc? Oh, we're doing that? I was just gonna wait it out. No. I'm probably gonna cast web. Or we could even just blindside it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be the bait and I can hide off to the side. I have 45 movement. I can move fast.
I'm gonna up here and just be checking the lava out and playing the waiting game. Maybe I mosey over and I'm kind of just keeping a look at the bodies from a bit of a distance. Okay, not far away from the bodies. Alright, so that's how you're set up? Okay, and so you guys are just hanging around? Yep. How far would you say I am from them? You're about 100 feet.
Glitch will, I guess Glitch will drop pro to try to make himself less visible.
So are you going to hide yourself? Try and, yeah, most definitely be less. So make a stealth check. Anybody that wants to be sneaky and not be seen will need to make a stealth check. Okay.
So, you guys
It is
wait
a
around
ruse.
for a few minutes. And, Omal, make a perception check.
Well, I mean, I am decent at it, so 13.
Okay, so you see the bodies in front of you. Okay, Delaris, make a perception check. What? You don't have any.
Mine's a 13.
Okay. So you're standing there,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm gonna make it look like I'm investigating over here.
you're going to make an athletics check.
Trying to throw him into the lava.
That's an 18.
You feel hands on the back of you shove, and you go headfirst into the lava trench. As everybody else sees, wherever I put them, appear behind Delaris. So anybody else that's holding an attack is welcome to make the attack now. As you see Delaris go into the lava.
As I'm yelling, I say, "Do it now."
So I roll disadvantage because I'm farther away, right?
Yes. Don't let my sacrifice be in vain. So your firebolt is +8 to hit that you're holding.
The firebolt.
Yeah, firebolt.
Okay. So I rolled an.
So roll a d20 and add
Crossbow.
8.
D20.
You got a 12. You got a 12.
Okay.
6 plus 4.
6 plus
Okay.
8.
14.
14 is exactly what you needed.
Sweet.
Okay.
Glitch is just going to fire his blasters, so that's a dex save.
Dex save. Okay. Fail.
All right.
Yep. Okay. So
Shot my crossbow.
3d8.
12.
12. That's a miss. So hits in the ground right next to him.
Okay.
Amal.
I don't think I can. Well, I mean, I can throw him a Matador's dagger at him, but that'd be bad.
You could run over there and get him.
Am I able to run at him and get him?
You can run over there. Everybody else's attacks are going to go off first. But you can start making your way towards it.
I sprint at him.
So your held action is a charge.
I mean, we can make it fancy. It'd be a shoulder
Okay.
charge, but
So, well, there's a charge attack, which gives your melee attack a bonus when you run up and hit.
I did 17
Do I?
radiant damage, by the way.
17 radiant damage. And what did you do with your fight? You roll 3d10. So you
either
roll-
way, I'm here now.
There you go. These dice, that one, this one, and this one. Roll all 3 of them. 20 fire damage. And you did
17.
17 radiant damage. Okay, so Omal's running. An arrow hits right in front of him next to this thing, and you leap over it. As your firebolt connects with this beast, it just explodes. As radiant damage also explodes out of the ground and engulfs it in radiant fire. So you see golden flames shoot up as orange and red flames just explode all around it, and then Omal just jumps through this blast. And too late does he realize that he only had 20 HP left, and this thing is incinerated. And you jump through the air.
I divert and pull him out of the lava.
Make a dex save.
Up. Where'd it go? What's it say, or should I just roll a new one?
Roll a new one.
Okay.
I mean, it's on a 13.
I mean, we can keep it, but where's my? Yeah, we'll just roll a new one.
Do they need an app?
They do.
Fuck.
Should have just went with the floor roll.
Should have went with it. 7.
You go tumbling over the edge after Delaris.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Our tanks!
We do travel.
Have I taken any damage from being in there yet?
So you fall face first into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you feel a thump as a turtle lands on top of you.
God.
They just incinerated this thing with one blast. Valeris is the one that not Valeris. Vilcera just blew him to smithereens. I mean, there is chunks of this beast just raining everywhere. And so he's gone. And
How much HP did he have left?
he had 20, and he rolled 20 fire damage. So he blew him up, and then like golden radiant flames also like blew up in like victory. And
I attempt to drag him out. We are both in pain.
so you hit the roiling blood lava on top of Delaris. So Delaris is going to take
A lot.
You might live.
Delaris is going to take 20 fire damage.
Woo!
Amal
Does
is
that
going to take 20 fire damage.
20?
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Delaris is going to take 6 bludgeoning damage as a turtle lands on top of you.
I am speaking awkward. You're right.
And you guys just see this red lava blood liquid just spray everywhere as a turtle's belly flops into it. And both of you are in the lava.
Out! Let's get out.
Get off of me!
Trying.
All right.
Stand up.
So, what are you guys doing?
Getting out.
I'm
you just
gonna
want scrambling out?
push Omal out.
Okay, make an
I
athletics
was
check.
gonna say, let's assist each other to get each
And
other out
make
of
it
here.
athletics. Make an athletics check, Omal and Delaris.
Oh, this is
18.
for the big. Oh, thank God. 16 plus 7, so 4
So-
plus 3, 23.
Delaris, the big turtle lands on your back, and your instincts kick in, and you just shove this turtle to safety. He goes flying out.
Everybody gets one.
You take 19 fire damage as you stay in this lava. Omal rolls out of the lava and is on the lip of this trench. You can attempt to get out if you'd like.
I'd
I
like
reach
to
out a
attempt-
hand.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to get out of here.
So both of you make an athletics check.
22.
You need to worry about it.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing you did that 9.
So you reach out and
He just
Delaris
doesn't
grabs
even-
your wet lava blood slick arm and slides off, but you've already reached up with your other hand, Delaris, and grabbed the lip of the concrete and just yank yourself out and barrel through Omal as he stumbles backwards, slick on this bloody lava liquid. Delaris has a hand clamped to his ankle that just ends at the elbow, and it's dripping this lava blood liquid. And yeah, so you guys.
I kick it out. I kick it off.
Hey, did I ever take that tentacle off me?
That's
I
not
don't
on
think
you.
so.
Yeah, what? No, I don't think you did.
I never
last
did.
game, but it's not on you. It's not there. All right.
I think it's a good
We'll
place to
fly
stop.
down here and join them.
That's good enough.
Good
The
place to
thing's
stop.
dead.
You blew up the stalker. You guys nearly died.
For no reason.
Well, our trap worked.
The,
sort of.
29 over here. So.
We got 13 HP, guys.
The guest blew up the beast in one shot.
I'm glad
Thanks,
we
bud.
added you.
Thanks, bud.
Pulling your weight.
Yeah.
Vixen looks over his shoulder and says, "Guys, that was wicked awesome."
That is your normal catchphrase.
Didn't you say you're from Boston? Why do you sound Australian?
Boston, Australian for beer.